So.
One moment, DM. I have to close out some special character sheets first and pull up Greg, and I will be good to go.
Whoa, fancy background.
Not background. He said character sheets.
Oh no, they're talking about the background on my camera.
Oh.
Brent is an absolute madman.
That's
You knew this already.
crazy.
True.
The true.
He speak the true.
Ain't nothing but the true. Alright. Well. Creo has until the session ends to show up, and if he does not, then he is kicked from the group. Kronk needs to show
But
up
all the
because...
effort I put into his character sheet.
Yeah, I know!
Doesn't-
And all the...
I was about to say, doesn't that mean he could technically show up 2 seconds before the thing ends, say hi, and then leave and he's technically shown up?
We've already we've talked about this before.
We've had to experience this enough times to where the answer is fucking no.
Fair enough.
Alright. Well, hello everybody. My name is Timma, and we're here again, finally, after 41 minutes, starting the next session of the World of Zemja, playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. I, as I said, am Timma, the GM, and with me today we have Hero.
He looks frozen.
We... Who, me?
Hero.
Oh, Hero's frozen, so that's fine. We have Novi.
Hello.
We have Tesley.
No camera for a month, but hi.
And then we have the Greg father.
Greetings and salutations.
All right. So, you know, when Hero pops back in, Hero can say hello. But until that point, where we last left off, the Shape had managed to escape from the scout by falling into the forest below. Commander Seath then called for Lightning, a human marksman whose weapon is some type of long-range musket, to fire upon the Shape with accurate single shots. However, the Shape still managed to evade the expert marksman and vanish into the forest. Attempting to put distance between them, Greg ordered the scout to move out to Allerry Skerry to find the parents of their fallen comrade, Gwaihir Gallonodells, and give them his share of the mission's pay. The same mission he sadly perished during. Let's try this song. Hold on, let me turn down my gain some more, because apparently I still am apparently blowing the fuck out of it. Alright, yeah, Hero is fucked. Yeah, we see, we see. Alright, you guys were having a conversation at this moment, at this point, so I don't know if the three of you would like to continue the conversation you were having, but if you can remember what conversation you were having, then you are welcome to continue it, because I fucking don't remember the last thing that I know
Man,
I said.
moved country 3 days ago. I don't remember shit.
That's fine. You should have rewatched the VOD.
Yeah, well.
I unfortunately was not there and had other D&D things to do and was not able to finish the VOD, so I'm sorry.
All right. Well. Oh, is Hero back?
Yeah, I'm back. Jeez.
Yay!
Bailey.
Oh my god. We are going to fucking tape your goddamn mouth shut, you motherfucker.
What?
If I wig out, if
What'd I
it goes
do?
off again, my dad is watching YouTube downstairs, so I'll ask him to stop and maybe I won't.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, definitely not having your camera on will help you with your bandwidth. So, you know, until that calms down, then that's perfectly acceptable. But do you happen to remember or want to continue the conversation you were having, Hero? Nobody else remembers. Probably because the only
I
one.
remember the conversation.
All right, go ahead.
Let's Let's see. Wow, what was the exact last thing? I did have the script written down because...
Oh my god.
Or most of it, anyways, because I was making the comic.
Oh.
Title document. Genja talk on deck.
Talk on deck.
Max says this thing. No, that's right. It's at the top. Oh no, I didn't get past that. Let me think. What were we saying last?
You remind me of a bird friend I used to have.
Yeah, we got. And then Jameson came up and threw up over the side, which diverted that topic.
Welcome. My water, I'll be back in a second.
Back in a second. Well, there is still time between arriving and not, so what the hell? Now you're just some birdie that I used to know? But why? Where'd my mouse go? There it is.
Because of
Oh.
you mentioning
God damn it.
Scout.
Fucking.
I had to do it.
Fucking.
Scout.
You'll find out, I guess. Oh, wait, hold on, wait, Brent. You'll find out. All right. Well,
Sorry,
until you're good. Until the conversation can be remembered and continued, which, as far as from what I can remember, is just the little bit of bonding between three male members of the party, and what great bonding experience it was.
We had some serious bondage.
Oh, some serious bondage. Nice.
Shut up.
I cast Whip.
No, stop. All right, so, well, you know, we'll just go ahead and move on until anything. So there's still, as I said, it would take a little over 3.5 days. So, right now I would consider it day 173 and a half. So,
I remember Jack wanted to close out the conversation with.
Hey, look.
I remember what I wanted to close out the conversation with. Jack was saying on the topic of. My brain.
There you have an sound clip for Hero as well.
That's such a brain fog. I'm sorry.
Hi, sorry, I'm bailing.
What's his face? Maximus, that's his name.
Yeah,
The
Maximus.
topic of Maximus' son. Greg, tell him from me, because I might punch him in the face. Tell him from me, whether his child is an accident or a disappointment, it wasn't the child's choice to be there. It's not his son's fault that he exists, so he shouldn't take out his frustration on his son by being ambivalent about him.
I'm sorry, Jack. One quick correction to that. I believe you mean my other son.
So you're adopting Maximus's son?
I am adopting all of you.
Yeah, that's the true thing. You are adopting all. Well, I kind of adopted all of you. Anyways, yeah, he, it's not fun growing up being unappreciated and, unwanted. And I don't wish that on any other child, and he should not really wish that on his own child. The least he can do is pretend that the child means something to him, as opposed to...
Or being or being hunted like small game just because you look differently. And then Greg just kind of spaces out for a second.
Dang.
Yes, that
1,000-yard stare.
Pats him on the shoulder. Yep, that too, mate. What time of day is it? It's nighttime, isn't it?
Actually, it's about it's like you got so well. Okay, sorry. The day that you were having this conversation, it is night at the moment. Yes.
Alright.
What were you
He
guys
kind of
talking
reaches
about
over and
before
gives
I
Greg a pat on the shoulder. And is,
Uh-oh.
Yep, or that.
Did you hear the question?
No.
Maybe you should ask.
So what were you guys talking about before I came up and yacked?
Oh, hey, look at that squirrels. Conjure animals at 3rd level for a bunch of squirrels.
Yes, please! Conjure squirrels.
Jameson chases after the squirrels.
Well, no, he'd be like, "Row!"
Jameson transforms, chases squirrels. I'm not joking, Tim.
No, I'm just gonna
Jack
say
makes
that.
extra sure that he's buckled in and leans.
Well, the thing is, though, Jameson, if you do transform while you are harnessed, then you like immediately go.
Never mind, I'm just gonna chase the squirrels.
Well, you still have to like unhook yourself to chase them.
Do you have to though?
I would like
Well-
to imagine that Brent is nice enough to keep them in a raised radius.
He just keeps them in a 6-foot radius. That way, you just chase them around and around.
Yeah.
There's one like on your back, and you're like, look that way, trying to find it.
He tries to reach it, but he can't. His armor is like too thick, and he's just like, oh.
He's like,
Oh.
alright, let's see if I can do video again.
It looks like you can. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We got some new jobs for you. Anyway, so what do you guys we got a city to burn. All right. So, do you guys turn in after this?
Yeah, Jack takes the opportunity to leave before the topic of his looking around sneakily at things comes back up.
What? You look around sneakily at things? I didn't notice.
What are you talking about?
What the
When you were
fuck?
playing
What the
Greg,
fuck?
he started bringing that up, and Jack's like, well, you have
Yeah,
fun
I
with
know.
squirrels.
I know. I
Good night.
brought it up because he's very observant. Almost say, oh, you could almost say he has a feat about being observant.
Hello? Hey, there we go. Sorry, my Discord died for a bit.
Okay, no, you're good. We see you here. All right, so you guys all turn in for the night, and at least one of you has a lot of reflecting to do over the subject of one's child. The rest of the time passes, it still is a loud experience with the droning of the fan blades as they, the droning of the propellers as they continue on, non-stop, hour after hour after hour. Eventually, you do see in the distance the islands of Allerry Skerry with the looming Tharsian island hovering above it.
The island of flesh.
Which, technically, from the altitude you are flying at, you would be able to see the tendrils from at the center that are stretching up into the atmosphere. You guys are flying it. Well, eventually, Seath says, "Well, where do you want to make landfall?" She asks you, Gregory, because you're the captain.
Gregory totally remembers where we're supposed to make landfall. Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, you don't really know exactly where you need to go to find Gwaihir's family. The most you know, if I remember correctly, if he has told you, is that his family is or was rather influential. So you could surmise that maybe you need to go somewhere, such as you would remember Baxdale is the sister capital of Allerry Skerry. It's the capital city on the larger continent, while Thravasis is on the smaller island.
You should hardly go to Helms. You should totally go to Helmstead.
Why would I go to my own home looking for his home?
I don't know.
You literally called out the place Gregory is from, you
I didn't even.
dipshit.
Not home, but his home.
Like, as you guys are flying over, Greg, you notice a small plot of land that looks very familiar.
Maybe a little overgrown.
Let's make
from
our
last
heading
visit.
Baxdale.
Right away, sir.
I'd like to imagine the outside of that farm is a little overgrown from last visit. Those poor bandits.
They haven't moved one bit.
You can tell where it is from the vulture circling overhead.
Greg, come on, that was over a year ago. They are long picked clean.
Let me have this joke, Timothy.
I mean, you could always
No!
bone stock.
I would D&D
Bone broth!
Bone broth. I mean, it's not cannibalism because I'm a heron gone.
What's that?
Don't worry about it. Shh.
Rabbit folk.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Force a habit.
Immersion ruined. Anyway, so what happens is the scout flies in. It goes obviously underneath the island of Tharsis because the island of Tharsis is sitting still at about, you could roughly guess at about like 2 miles or so above the seafloor, and so the scout is directed in and flown in from the northeast, and you all essentially come to a stop where you use sea level. Did I say sea floor?
I think you might have.
Well, sea level. It's 2 miles above sea level. But it comes in for a landing and kind of does like it uses the water sort of as a landing strip, and as it lands in the water, the propellers actually the helmsman disengages the lever and the they lock into place still, and now for the first time in 3.5 days it is quiet.
I finally don't have to shout anymore.
What?
Isn't it sweet silence?
You see all the sailors start taking out their wax earplugs. No, these ones would be cotton. They take out their like cotton earplugs and start stowing them into pockets.
By the
But-
way, as we had Greg's home in sight, Jameson would probably be leaning over the deck like, oh, those poor bastards.
This poor motherfucker.
Kinda feel
Poor
bad for
bastards.
Have a little food on me.
some soil nutrients.
Some Soylent Green. Anyway,
Bad
as the boat, the airship uses the speed it came in for the landing with to sort of bring itself into dock. It then docks, and then the gangplank is extended. That's the word. And you are
Ducks?
free. You are, huh?
Did you say ducks or docks?
Docks. I will
Druid.
throw. I will
Not
bring out the
for a hell of a
geese
fight.
right the fuck now.
No honk.
Oh no.
honk.
No honk, please. You see Baxdale is
Not gonna
overran
lie.
by geese.
If we didn't dock, I was gonna use conjure animals to make hunter sharks for us to get across.
Huh, that's familiar.
You used reef sharks, not hunter sharks.
No, I thought you used hunter shark. Oh no, you used reef sharks to reel in the commandant of this city. Anyway. So,
So, says Jack, where are we going again?
Wherever Gwaihir lived. We don't know exactly where.
And he was
Looking for the house Gallonodells.
Yes.
oh, not again. First off,
I forgot during the flight, Jack did go to the
oh yes,
person.
you went to the master. You went to the master carpenter and you asked this nice old lady about carpentry's tools.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If she had anything small enough for like whittling smaller items.
Oh, you're looking for some like whittling, a whittling set or carpenter's tools or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Just to pass the time and.
Hold on, let me see what I can.
skill.
Let me see what I can find. She goes and wanders off, and you see her starting to like dig through the like the storage of God damn it, the storage of. Why is it not letting me look at? Thank you. You start seeing her go through the storage of the carpentry items, and eventually, as she like sifts through
Dungeon
shit.
Master?
Yes.
So to make it a little more simple, in this case, I think we're looking for wood carver's tools, not
Sorry.
carpenter's tools.
Sorry, yeah, I meant wood carver's tools. Anyhow, this lady comes back to you and she's holding some tools and she says, "Well, here are some wood carving tools. They're kind of old, but I mean, look at me. I can do a good goddamn job. So, we're going to be reaching Allerry Skerry in about like a day. So it's not going to be as much time as you would need
No,
to learn this.
it's a start.
Yeah, so I mean, here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
I really
problem.
appreciate that.
Oh, it's fine. I'll put it on the bill.
God damn it.
What?
More debt.
Well, how much would they cost then?
I think 10 gold pieces.
Let's
Maybe?
see if he's got 10.
Well, no. Well, okay. Again, to remind you guys, they are on the payroll of the kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So I'm sure she can just very easily go to the kingdom and say, "I need some more wood carving tools." Okay.
Choo-choo.
So, what I gotta do here is... God damn it. Alright. Damn it!
Wow.
Shut up.
Inflated ego much.
I'm god of this world. Alright, so, this is the city of Baxdale.
Well, I'm Bailey.
We have here the city of Baxdale. So you all park your asses like
Nice.
like there or some shit. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. I need to make sure that this is on the map
Such a
layer.
huge benefit to not have to worry about backing that thing up to get it out of there.
Oh yeah.
If only we knew someone to create who could create or transform into aquatic creatures to help tow this thing.
Or both. They don't need to tow. They have propellers. Anyhow, so
We
you
got
all,
big zooms.
we got big airship go. So we got Greg.
Magic make airship go brrr.
Exactly.
This map is not technically actual size because that would take a long time. Alright, that should be everybody. We got Greg, Jameson, Elon, Jack, Maximus. Yep. Well, alright, so you all step off. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope. Don't take the ship with you, you dumbass.
The ship steps off.
The ship steps off. There we go. Great. Primed
Cast
whack.
Awaken of the airship.
No! It backfires. Anyway. So, who would like to lead the search for the Gallonodells?
Gregory will lead the charge.
All right, Gregory, roll me an investigation check, please.
How's
16. All right, you start making your way through the city, and
Making your way downtown.
stop. You didn't have to do that. Nobody ever has to do that.
No, but
Okay.
I wanted to.
You know, it's like saying, you know, it's like,
Hey, there's the soundbite for Tim.
wait, god damn it. It's been a while, you know? God damn it.
We should just have like a soundbite of everyone who's ever said like our different.
Oh yeah, that's not traumatizing at all. Anyhow, no, there should be a counter for anyhow, anyway, and so. Oh my god. that'd be- Pourquoi? Anyway. So, and also making sure everybody has a long rest, because we had a long rest. For some reason, this motherfucking Maximus, for some reason, shows only 68 hit points. That is wrong! There it is. Terrific. Alright.
Oh, are you
So-
also going through character sheets hitting the long rest button?
No, I did just once. I did on just the one person that's not fucking here right now. That matters, I should
just
say.
did it to Jameson.
So, you all start making your way through. Greg, you've been to Backstale before at least once or twice, and so you know your way around for the most part. So you know that. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to attempt to one more time contact Creo, and I'm going to.
I don't know if I missed anything, but I just had to go close the bedroom window.
No, I'm giving one more chance to Creo to get in here at the time when I told him that I needed him to be here. Well, no, like he needs to be here right now, or else his character is not getting introduced and it's getting fucking shit canned.
Rip Brent's work.
Yeah, rip our work, okay? Because this is bullshit, and we both told him that we are fucking serious about people showing up when they say they're gonna show up.
Super cereal.
I didn't realize that was a
It's gonna
gift.
be very awkward between him and me after this.
I'm sorry.
You know, he's
I mean, to
probably
be
gonna come
fair,
whining
he
at me.
was explicit information
He was
about it.
given warning after warning about how much it matters to show up. And I do believe, Brent, correct me if I'm wrong, that I said, and I quote, "We now have a 3 strikes rule in place for consecutive misses, and a miss first session, you're done."
There's the
Verifying?
Brent sound.
What'd you say, Brent?
Is it terrifying?
I said, verifying.
Oh.
Yeah, gotta go scroll all the way up to the top of our 3. Oh, which, by the way, Novatart, I will now close our 3-way conversation. Because there's no need for it.
Totally different direction.
Giggity.
Giggity goo.
Oh, let me actually scroll up before I...
Now I have that
So
song
first-
stuck in my head.
I said, end quote. So first I'd like to say that we are rather stringent for showing up and things of the like. It's a hassle for when we go through the effort to bring a character into the story who then either leaves without warning, never says if they will make it or not, or shows up just to leave in the middle of the session without warning. So pretty much my rule is no show without warning 3 times in a row equals boot. And then,
Yeah, I mean, obviously things can happen. Sorry. Things can
Yeah.
happen, and you might not be able to show up for a session or 2.
yeah, but at least saying something is better than not at all.
Yeah.
True that.
And I may or may not miss a few sessions here and there.
Yeah, which is understandable now.
Working. It depends on if I'm gonna end up working on Saturdays or not. But yeah. Then there's also the fact that not showing up and not saying anything pulls time out of the session for others
Uh-huh.
because we're waiting for them.
Yes.
Yeah, I sent them another note as well, so I don't know.
It's time to do my traditional spam.
Yeah, right.
The age-old tradition of Semja spam.
Delicious. Anyway. Well, the spam needs to intensify anyway, because Kronk needs to get here.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever.
Wrong lever! Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. Anyway. Well. We're going to move on now, because... I mean... Like, he's had plenty of time to show the fuck up, and he's just offline. If
Could be an internet crap out.
Like, if he tells me that the internet, like, fucking died or whatever unfortunate circumstance, then I'm willing to overlook it.
Yeah, I mean, that's outside of his control if that's the case.
Yeah. But he's like, if he straight up is like, oh, I forgot, or like something like this, then I'm like, no, you're fucking done. Anyway, so we're going to continue. And if I have to, I will make it work. So, Greg, you direct yourself to head towards a particular place that you know of in Baxdale called the Cracked Mug. It is a heroic dwarven tavern built within a ring of ancient stone monoliths.
Are there cracked mugs?
So you get there first. You go to the Cracked Mug, and as you take a look around, there appear to be some patrons there. It is like late afternoon by now, or later afternoon, I should say. You notice that the bartender is actually Novi, if you could describe yourself for me, please.
One way to put me on the spotlight. I'm bad at descriptions.
Well,
Sorry.
you've shown me plenty of pictures of artist's rendition of Novi, so time to talk about it.
Do it.
Sorry. Fuck, how do I start? Please send help.
Well, give me a picture and I'll describe her for you.
I was gonna say you should all be seeing a show to players icon of Novikov's character sheet.
What, on roll 20?
Yeah, there is a button that says show to players, and I have clicked the button.
I don't see it.
Well, oh wait, I know why. Here, let me edit this real quick so that everybody can see it now.
Is it because you're stupid too?
Shut up. All right, now
Oh, hey, I
3,
remember the sheet.
3, 2, 1. Show to players. All right,
There's a button. I don't know how.
huh?
Alright, what they see is... I forget, is it a rabbit? Rabbit person?
Harangon.
Yes.
Paragon. You see a Harangon with short brown hair to about the shoulders, large brown ears, an eye patch over their
Right.
right eye. Thank you. And the other eye is blue. There we go.
What are Novikov? What are you wearing? Like, come on, describe yourself.
Family would just come into my room.
Fuck you, dwarves. Fine clothes.
Find clothes.
The finest of clothes.
Guess what Jack's
I
doing?
remember doing this
Sorry,
inventory.
I've returned. I just had family barge in, sorry.
Great. Describe what you're wearing.
Novikov is currently wearing his fine robes, gently wrapped around his upper torso, while leaving his midriff exposed. Currently, however, he's behind the desk, so his pants
Counter.
and shoes not. Counter, desk, close enough. Currently, he's behind the bar top, so he... What do you mean? They're both...
Is a bar countertop the same thing as a desk? No.
You both put things
Could
on
be.
top of them. You put things on top of them. Do you not?
They're the same.
You can put
Like-
alcohol in both of them.
Yeah, but a desk has 4 legs. A counter, a bar counter is like a literal enclosed space that acts more like a half wall.
But does a desk have to have 4 legs? It can have less. It can have more.
Yeah, but they're not usually enclosed. Anyhow, move on.
But due to the bar top, you cannot see what he's wearing below his mid torso. Should I speak as in character? Yeah.
Well,
sorry.
I mean, you just saw some. Oh, well, you know what? Okay, now this is why I switched. Hey, Novikov, you just saw fucking 5 patrons just enter the bar. All of them look rather they all look rather tough, actually.
Howdy there, everyone. How are you all today? Can I help you at all? You need a drink?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, of course. How can I help you?
I was gonna say Maximus is like beer.
Of course. Just a simple beer for you, then, sir?
No, give me your strong shit.
You can't handle our strongest shit.
I beg
Oh
to
no,
differ.
you wish you were challenge. Challenge, challenge, challenge.
I accept your challenge.
Yeah!
Alrighty, gotta give me a moment. I'll get the barrel out from the back.
This is Greg.
I like how I've
Jack on the inside.
I've perfectly encapsulated the character that is Maximus. drink.
Yes.
Hey, but well, just gotta give me a second and I'll get you a barrel of grog then. Moment. Novikov would leave the bar counter to go and grab his small keg of alcohol for the party.
Is it a buttload?
You broke, Brad.
I didn't expect that meme to be brought up
I've
so quickly.
returned, and yes, I'm literally bringing an entire keg of alcohol out for the party. Do I need to roll
Maximus says,
strength
"Yeah."
checks to bring out a-
Yeah. If you're bringing out a whole goddamn keg, then yeah, make a strength check.
Would it be
Alrighty.
strength or athletics?
You played yourself. Strength.
Come on, net 1.
He's not you. You see this fucking... Hey, how tall are you as a Harengon? Without your ears?
7.
6'7" without the ears?
Indeed.
Alright, you see this lanky... Okay, well, first off, you see this... You know, you see him step out from behind the bar, and he's wearing whatever pants he's fucking wearing, make him look like a
Jeans.
snack.
Or, yeah. What do you mean, like snacks?
Jeans! There's no
I don't fucking
jeans!
know.
He's wearing goddamn yoga pants is what he's fucking wearing. He's... No. He's wearing gray sweatpants.
Why? At least make a blue silky pants.
Alright.
Thank you.
Anyhow...
Wearing fucking sweatpants.
Walks out and wearing a type of blue fine robs. Sorry, I thought you were saying you just rob him of his clothes there, Greg.
Nope.
Got him.
Nope, that was a typo.
I thought I was.
Anyway, he comes back with a fucking large keg, just like kind of on his arm. And, actually, Jameson...
And there's someone that looks just like him in the party now, because I'm using alter self to appear as the Harengon.
What? Oh, so did you walk in as Tiefling and then became Harengon when he was gone?
Yes.
All right.
Did I
This
see
time
him
Jack
change himself?
goes.
Well, okay, so I guess the question is, Novikov, do you think you would have the mental faculty to remember that there were 2 humans, one that looked human but kind of off. Oh, 4 humans, one of them looks kind of off, and then a rust-skinned tiefling that as you came back, the tiefling is gone, but there is a Harengon there wearing leather armor.
What are you
Passive
saying? Looks
19
kind of off, by the
in
way.
Arcana be enough to notice that?
19 passive with Arcana.
Yes, just to like think that magic might have been used to change his looks.
Oh, I mean, like nothing says you can't think magic like happened because there were 5 of them and now one of them's different. What the heck?
By the way, Tim, which one of the humans are you saying looks a bit off?
The one that's an Asimar.
What?
He had.
Perception to notice, Arcana to determine if magic was involved or not.
All right, so I'd say,
I'll
well,
use perception.
all right. However, you guys understand that like that Ilan has like a different shade of color skin that makes him look like he's like different. He's got an aura to him almost.
Never even thought about that.
Well, too bad.
I'm going to prestidigitate a spark of sparkles into his face. A shower of sparkles into his face.
Wait, hold on. So, are you not doing the perception check or what?
I'll do the perception check as well.
Yeah, you got to do the perception check to determine if. All right, so he may have been there. Where'd that other guy go?
I'm just going to glare at them.
Tiefling leave.
Yeah, Jack seeing you turn into an Harengon is just like,
I'm not gonna comment on it as I slam the cake down.
Okay.
Can't wait to see what Jack's reaction to Jameson transforming will be.
Oh my god, it's gonna be great.
Ah!
So, you guys ready to have a drink? Should I pop it open
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
Pay half the deposit on it because you're drinking an entire keg after all.
Yes.
You guys have fun with that.
You're not even like asking the price of the entire keg.
Okay,
I
what
mean,
is it?
okay. Well, I don't want to say it now because you were so willing to.
Say it.
You know,
Say it.
why would I? Hmm? Why should I? You were so
Why
eager
should
to
I
drink
pay for it?
before.
Huh?
Why would you pay for it? Because it's a tavern. I'm pretty sure you don't want to be considered a thief. I think it was
Well,
like.
unless I drink it, I haven't.
So, Novi, you would know that for one barrel of good quality ale is around 8 gold pieces.
Oh well, what the fuck am I
Well-
arguing for? Jesus Christ.
It's about 8 gold pieces for only this keg. So.
Throws him 8 gold.
I fed him the line and he didn't take it.
What was that? I'm confused.
Oh my god, don't worry
Wait,
about
are
it.
you talking about me or?
I gave Novi the line and he didn't bite.
What?
I told you you know how much it costs that they don't. Probably.
Yes. 8 gold pieces. I'm not going to go scamming people.
Oh, okay, good for you. All right, good for you.
Saying that?
8 gold pieces. They'll give you a special deal. If you can drink this entire keg.
Deal. You see this human in plate armor. He just says deal immediately.
So you're saying that you'll drink this entire keg within 10 minutes?
He looks Jameson, he looks at you and Ilan. No, you, Ilan, and Maximus. I would say Maximus and Ilan look at each other and look at you, Jameson.
Hang on, I have the perfect gift for this.
If you can drink this entire keg in 10 minutes, I'll even pay a gold for it. If you don't drink it in 10 minutes, however, you have to give me a gold.
This is what Jameson does to.
Yeah, to the and Ilan. I said both of them were looking. All right. They both turn to you and say, "We accept."
Well, Novikov would grab his dagger and jam into the lid before popping it open and giving a soft bow to them both. Well, drink up then, gentlemen. This barrel ain't going to drink itself.
All right. So for
Well, do you want mugs first? I kind of should have asked.
Mugs would be preferable.
no, give me the barrel.
The
I can lift
barrel's
the
on
barrel
the
now.
table. You can already do it. And I'm going to make the barrel twice as heavy.
Unless the barrel.
You're gonna make the barrel twice as heavy. I'd like to
So I
ask.
can't lift-
Right, is there an effect to this? I'm just asking real quick. I mean, it doesn't say that you use any. It doesn't say you use any components to do it.
You don't use anything. You just
It just happens, I guess.
just happens.
Wow. Anyway, so Maximus tries to lift the fucking thing. Hold on, let me see how much it weighs. I don't know how much it weighs. We'll figure it out later. But Maximus tries to fucking lift the thing up and chug it like a goddamn giant. So that'll be a strength check. That's a 21. He fucking lifts it and... So I'd say the first gulp... Well, I mean, like, the first, what would be mug, then he gets a second mug down. And so pretty much you have to start making con saves after your modifier, right, Brent?
Correct.
All right, so he drank 2 mugs worth, and he is fine. He sets the whole goddamn barrel back down and goes, "Ah, that's the good shit.
Well, then why did you stop?
I'm leaving it for my friends. Come on, I am honorable here." Elon,
Come on. Why don't you take another drink then, if you're so honorable?
Elon just goes, "I'll just use a mug, thanks." And hey, Brent, could you find me that meme real quick so I know about how much this barrel holds?
130 U.S. gallons.
Oh,
God damn.
well, hold on. What for? What size?
A butt.
No, no. The barrel I'm thinking he's brought out is
Which, for future reference,
like link that meme or whatever. Hold on.
Zemgen.
I was gonna say, hold on. There is a meme channel so that we can go to the meme channel and find it again.
Yeah, I'm saying we could just post it in Zemgen.
Oh, here it is. Found it.
I feel like this is pertinent.
No. He pulled out like a literal barrel, which is 32 gallons.
Okay.
So a 32, 118 liters.
Oh god damn. Okay.
Yeah, no, that is not it is not 1,000 pounds. No, that's not. You did not see this rabbit man pull out a 1,000 pound fucking.
No way.
You're actually incorrect, because it would only be 500 pounds.
Oh yeah, he doubled the weight. Anyhow, he brings out a barrel.
I can double and half the weight. So
No.
I can half it, pick it up, and then double it once I place it down.
Well, you bring out a barrel, which is 32 gallons, which is how much, math man?
Are you asking me?
No, the
In
one
the
that
chat.
posted math in the chat. 32 gallons or 118
that is
liters.
the standard weight.
Oh, in the chat. Hold on.
If
Wait.
32 gallons
121
is
liters.
roughly 267 pounds.
Okay.
And then
So
in
he.
liters, that's about 120. Okay. Sorry.
Doubled to 534 pounds.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that Maximus could not have lifted that. Wait, hold on. He has a strength of 18. What's his maximum push carry lift? Or push pull lift, I should say.
You said 18?
Yes, his strength score is 18.
You said 18. Okay.
Yes.
540 pounds.
Oh my god, what was the original weight we just said?
534.
Oh my god! He was struggling. He was like, "Ugh!"
Says here a push, drag, or lift for me is 570, I think.
Oh yeah, so all of you could technically, well, the three of you, well, Elon definitely can't. But you and him definitely could lift that fucking thing even with the weight doubled and you don't even know it.
Hell yeah.
But Elon, goes, "I'd just rather have a mug," and he takes 4 mugs worth. Now, how much is a mug? I need to find that in the meme. Like 2 liters or some shit?
Probably a little less.
What
than
is 1 mug of ale volume? The beer mug is 16 ounces.
that, which is how much? Goddamn American measurements.
16 ounces equals a pound.
This doesn't help me, Brad.
Well, 400 milliliters, I guess.
Okay, so 0.5
No.
liters.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. How many ounces in a standard beer mug? 400 milliliters, I guess. Okay. Yeah, 400 milliliters. Anyhow, all right. So okay, so Maximus had 400, 800 milliliters, and then Ilan had another 1600 milliliters. And then Jameson, you can have at least 3 glasses worth. So 400, 800, 1200 milliliters without having to make saves. So how much is left in the barrel? If we're at 108, if we're at 118 liters and we're subtracting 2, 6, 9 times 400 milliliters.
So
Calc-
3.6 liters.
Oh, you guys got a God damn. God damn, you done played yourself. All right, well, I guess one at
Strong gentleman. Sorry, you go.
Huh?
I was gonna say something, but you go.
I was just gonna say, now each one of you, one at a time, can make con saves until the 3 of you check out, I guess. So I'll say Maximus goes first. So con save, he has a +6.
Hey Maximus, why don't you
10.
drink that barrel again?
He has
I have.
by the way.
Huh?
I don't think he's introduced himself yet, Maximus, that is, so
Oh,
you wouldn't know his
Why
name.
doesn't that strong gentleman
Yeah, no, you wouldn't know he's Maximus.
take again? Yeah, sorry.
He just, yeah, he drinks it, and with a 10, he just makes
As
it.
soon as he goes to lift it up and puts it to his mouth, I'm going to break concentration and then half the weight.
So
Oh, you cheater.
that'd be like a strength saving throw to stop himself from. Wait, hold on. No, he's using. No, Maximus is using. No, Maximus is using a mug for this.
Oh, never. I thought you said it was going to be drink from the keg again.
No, I said he. No, he. No, I said no. No, he is using a mug. All right, he's using a mug. He made it. No, he's just going with single servings now. He's not gonna lift the fucking thing again. So he takes it, and then Ilan will do his. He's got a +8 to his save. 12. He also. These guys aren't making the greatest of rolls. All right, so Jameson, you're up next.
That's a 6.
All right, you're feeling woozy, and you need to sit down.
Oh. What about Jack and Greg?
Jack's just sitting back and watching the train wreck.
Come on, Jack. Join us.
Jack isn't a drinker.
Join us.
All right.
Just have one mug.
So Jameson is out for the moment, but Maximus and Ilan are still in. So this is Maximus. This is Ilan. Yeah, fucking Maximus is down. Maximus rolled a nat 1, but equals 7, so he drank it. I need to sit down for a second. And he collapses into a stool. However, Ilan, he just like chugged this one. He's like, no, keep it going. Keep it going, man. 27. Who's counting down the leaders for me? 'Cause I'm not.
I'm not.
All right.
I was not either.
All right. Well, okay, so we had the initial like 3 point
Con saves or something.
Well, because we actually have math that we can work with. So we have 118 liters, and you guys have drank 3.6 minus another 400, 800, 1200, 1800, 2400, 2800 milliliters.
This is our greatest
This is your greatest. This is the threat. Yep, this is exactly what I wanted to do this session. Yep.
Ovi is the final boss. Big bad.
The beer!
The beer bad evil guy.
Hey,
The
you know
bi-
what? It's a good thing nobody's trying to drink directly from the keg anymore.
Yeah. Well, now that they have more to lose, they're doing it one at a time. Alright, well, here comes another save from Ilan. That's a 10. I think actually at this point, with how much he's drank, a 10 will actually is not enough. So he's not as bad as what Jameson or
Maximus?
yeah, Maximus. Sorry. The DC is at 25 now?
It starts at 10, goes up by 5 for each consecutive
Oh,
drink.
that's the rules?
Yes.
Oh. Hey, so he only just he kind of just barely made it last time and he is down. All right, no, he is proportionally down as much as Maximus. And I would say the amount of time spent drinking that was about 2 minutes. I figured they were drinking it pretty fast, and now they're sitting there like, ugh.
Come on, you guys. You can do it.
Oh,
Do it.
I've tried, but I don't think I can.
My internet crapped out again. I'm using mobile data now just for session.
All right. Yeah, no, you guys are all pretty much down with like not being able to drink anymore.
God would just be hiding his face and giggling softly. Oh, what's wrong, you guys? Was this drink a bit too much for you? I did say it was too strong, but guess that's more money for me now.
Shut up, you
Don't
rabbit
sass me,
man.
Comes Greg for the save.
Oh yes.
So, first drink is the +1 for Constitution. And now I have to start making con saves.
Yay.
And you still look like a Harangon, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so first drink down, easy. All right, so now that DC is 15, right? When you rolled that, the DC
Yes.
was 15. So now the DC is
Yes.
20.
Now the so the first
Oh
one
no,
was
sorry, 10.
10. Or, no,
So-
the first one's 10.
Okay, now 15.
After the free one, first one is 10. The second one is 15.
So this one will be 15 or more, and the Harangon goes down.
Ha 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 ha.
For that one, I'm going to give you a concentration save at disadvantage to keep up alter self. Whenever it loads.
Anytime.
And the same roll.
Nope, he is back to being a tiefling.
So as he falls, the magic kind of flows away from his face as this like sparkling glitter. What?
Rio just showed
I'm
up.
sorry.
Hey, Creo, thanks for showing up.
I'm sorry.
So,
Sorry,
let
I'm Bailey.
let me finish what I was saying, and then we shall bring you in. So,
Sorry.
Um,
Would he be the savior we need?
so first off, let me adjust the camera real quick, so that it'll not that one, this one. All right. Is everything all right, or did you like fall asleep or something?
This is gonna sound like a wacky excuse, but my mother's boyfriend's daughter is currently my best friend, so we were just watching a show together. The
Ah.
House. I've seen it before, and she's seen it like 18 times.
I hope it
So
was
yes,
good.
I completely watched that.
All right. Well, hey, at least you're here.
At
You
least
are
I'm
here.
only,
You are here almost literally when we need you to be, because right now what you are seeing is a group of 5 people that are taking turns drinking out of this barrel of ale at the cracked mug which you are sitting at, and what you just saw happen was the bartender, who was a Herringon male, brought out this barrel and issued a challenge to these people, saying if they can drink the whole thing in 10 minutes, he'll give them a gold or something instead of them paying for the barrel, I guess. I don't think I was 100% clear on what it was.
Give them like gold to pay for barrel, so they get a gold off.
Oh, okay. So they get to pay.
And pay for half the barrel because you're cracking it open just for this, wasn't it?
No. What was happening was I crack the barrel open. If they win, I pay 1 gold for the barrel, and if they lose, they pay me 1 gold.
But anyhow, you're watching.
A deposit on the barrel to begin
Oh.
with, but I don't know.
Well, anyhow, you've just witnessed. So 3 humans. One has a slightly off, kind of interesting look to themselves, I would say. But you saw these 3 people going ham on this barrel, drinking as much as they could. Together, all of them got in like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. They had 9 mugs down, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drinks, and then another Herringon stepped up, and he had 1, 2, and the third one he went down. And as he falls down, he becomes a rust-red tiefling as he goes. Fenrir, I know you. Oops, sorry.
Due to his height, he's having a little trouble with his broadsword, but a dwarven man starts walking up to the group, asking, I've got nothing better to do. It seems fun. Mind if I join?
Save us.
Hey!
You'll get pitch in the gold if you lose as well.
Did you hear that?
Did you?
No.
He said, "Are you gonna pitch in a gold if you lose as well?"
Yeah, might as well. But if you know one thing or another about dwarves, we can hold our own.
Then go ahead. Just make sure not to spill a drop.
Ah, I learned more than one thing from my father about respecting alcohol.
So, Fenrir, you can have 4 mugs without having to make a save. So that's another 4 mugs down before you start having to make saves. So where are we on the math?
Stay.
Math!
If you have such high confidence, why don't you just drink directly from the keg? Weight is doubled for 1 minute.
And you don't know that it's doubled, but he has doubled it, but there was only one time someone lifted it, and he has the strength to do it, and so he didn't really care.
Alright. May as well get from the source. Wouldn't want to waste the time drinking from the mug.
Did you?
But out the
Seems like
middleman.
time left.
Did you?
I'm not in Roll20 yet. I may need a second.
I love how there's no somatic gestures needed or components or anything. It's just weight doubled, weight halved.
Literally no visual thing happening. I feel like Jed would have loved this little part of the session.
Oh, he would have loved it. This is what he's meant for, I guess. Anyhow,
Instead, he
There
went
is
to
so
a
much
winery.
so where are we on the? Do we have the math yet? I know, like Greg was showing me the DCs. So, if you want to continue drinking, you may go ahead there, Fenrir. Also, Fenrir, describe yourself as you are drinking these big gulps of ale.
Well, I'd imagine it being a full keg. It would be about as tall as Fenrir himself is. As
It's
he
a
just has it standing up on his face.
It's a barrel, 118. No, sorry, it's a barrel, 32 gallons, 118 liters.
Okay, so maybe a little shorter than he is.
As he's gulping from the barrel, I'd like to cancel my concentration and then halve the weight.
So this barrel that has
I'm just searching for the roll.
you're searching for what?
The Roll20 link.
Oh, well here, I'll give you another one. Let me
Yes, I am evil.
Clearly.
Jack is still
there it
like
is.
you.
I found it.
Oh, you got it? Okay,
Hallelujah.
okay. All right, yeah. Get in here
Didn't sign
when
in
you
yet.
can so that I
It's a
can
couple more seconds. I still need to actually type my things in to sign into Roll20.
Okay.
Sorry if my camera's moving around a lot also. I'm
You're right.
literally just using 2 phones for my entire setup. I do not own a computer.
And as soon as you join into the campaign, your name should pop up on here.
Yep.
Oh, it won't let me. Okay, come on. Okay, maybe I'll have to save and then edit again because maybe it doesn't like that. There you go. Okay, boom. Boom. All right. Also, when you have a chance.
I'm still on mobile, so I'm having trouble seeing through seeing through all of this. Everybody's
Oh.
profile pictures.
Well, hey. At some point in time, go ahead. You should find yourself an avatar for your token, but for the moment, yeah, go ahead and continue with describing yourself now that you've got your thing on Roll20.
The dwarven man seemed to be decent ways along his life, but not nearly to the point of elderly. He stood with an ashen red hair, both beard and locks. Though it was a little bit harder to see one or the other depending on which side of him you were standing on, because his head was straight up and there was a barrel right above it.
Oh, I just gotta say, my ass hurts from this fucking chair. Jesus Christ.
So, are you continuing?
I have no idea how I actually ended up doing this for my other campaigns.
Doing what? Rolls or
Minimizing
something?
Minimizing the profile pictures.
Oh, well, you know what? On mobile, it might be different. Yeah. So, do you continue with the drinking?
I'm
Do
not
you?
stopping till I fall.
Okay. All right. So now, do you know how? Are you able to make a Constitution saving throw?
The wait that I did.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. Well, he has. Okay. So, because right now it's probably at about like 2/3 of its weight. It went from like 534 pounds down to like 480 or something like that. So you lift this 480-pound barrel, so you're going to need to make a strength check for that.
Understandable. What the hell is it?
God, I just realized something.
Uh-huh.
When I cancel concentration, that halves the weight, and then I halve the weight again. So it's literally going from 480 to a quarter of its weight.
Yeah, it's going from 480 to like 120, like 100, and, like, yeah.
120-ish. Good lord.
Motherfucker.
Can I have perception on Novitar to if he's making any
Sure.
Quick scam check.
All
Pretty
right.
much,
How the
yeah.
hell do I do it? I'm not used to using roll 20.
So, for your strength check, do you see how on the left side of your character sheet it shows your strength, dexterity, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma? Huh?
I don't know where my character sheet is.
So you have to go over to the top right-hand side of the screen, and you should see something that has.
Found it.
Okay.
Loading.
By the way,
can't
Creo,
help
if you
feel as
have
though
a
I'm
headset,
blowing this
that
entire
might
thing
be
down.
beneficial. Just an FYI.
What was?
If you have a headset, that might be beneficial. Just a little FYI.
I think I do have one somewhere, but y'all gonna be staring at my ceiling for a little bit.
That's fine.
Oh, so. Oh, we lost Greg for a minute.
Yeah, rip.
Father, no, return.
Father, please. All right. Help, Papa. Papa. All right. Headset. This fan is not doing me any good. Goddamn. All right. Were you able to get to your? Were you able to get to your character sheet?
I'm looking at active employment. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, you need to go below that. You should be able to see something that has a list of PCs. Literally, you're actually at the top.
I know. I clicked on myself, but every
Oh.
time I touch the screen, a new thing shows up.
Oh yeah, right. Hey, so what you might need to do is actually hit the three dots on the top right hand side. Well, I don't know if you have a Samsung or Apple, but there should be like the dots. Well, you should still have the three dots for like the settings of your mobile device, like for the browser, and there should be a button that says desktop site.
I know it, and I've already entered it. It's literally no different.
Just a thought. Maybe if you like rotate your screen.
That makes things significantly worse.
Oh, okay.
Well, as you're trying to figure that out, would
Anyway,
you?
Okay, I found my character sheet. Strength check, right?
Yes.
The Papa
Back.
has has returned.
Papa.
I need more water. I'll be back in a sec.
This is shockingly difficult. Chrome isn't responding. No wonder it's so difficult.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and. Do you mind if I make your strength check for you?
I have a +2.
Yep. All right, strength check. So with a 19, I would say, yeah, you lift it pretty good. Because it's not as heavy as it was. However, of course, as you are lifting it to take a drink, all of a sudden, there is a release of weight and then increase. Well, I guess over the course of 12 seconds. No, I guess dropping it is a free action. So,
I'm not dropping this barrel until
no,
I
not
drop.
you. No, not you. The person who is casting a spell on the barrel.
I drop concentration and then
And-
cast spell.
Yeah.
Or use a ability.
Yeah, so about like over the course of like 6 seconds, it goes from heavy, not heavy, very not heavy. So it just kind of gets like, as you lift it, it just gets like easier and easier to lift up.
No, wouldn't it be instantaneous, like chunks in weight? Because as soon as you drop the concentration, it immediately halves the weight.
So tell me,
Do it again.
does your feature say it is an action? As an action. So a turn is 6 seconds. So, well, I guess,
Concentration drop the weight immediately.
yeah, but then you're using an action to do it again.
Fair enough.
So,
During this time, would I use insight to be watching Novatar?
yeah, I would say insight because you're watching him for movements in what he does. Insight 18. He's definitely looking at that barrel like very intently, and you said you're like hiding your face and like snickering or something?
He's currently got one hand behind his back and one hand in front of his face, and he's quietly giggling into it as he smiles.
You can tell that he's like fucking giggling and like his like his rabbit face is going
If Jack walked in front of him, would that break his concentration?
you don't know.
No, I guess not.
There's 106 liters left, by the way. You guys are doing great.
Jack, help us.
Oh yeah, Jack turns to Novitar. It's like, so, what's your name, by the way?
Lovkov would bow. It's a pleasure to meet you, madame. Sorry, mate. My name's...
I get that, I get that. I've gotten used to it. I'm
Okay.
insulted, but I'm used to it. I'm sorry, what did you say the name was? I didn't catch it, the computer.
The name is Novikov. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Jack.
Howdy, howdy, Jack. So, shall you be joining in on the drinking fest?
No,
Or shall you
I
just...
don't. I'm just the cheerleader who's not really cheering.
Ah, fair enough. Keeping your money, I'm guessing then. Good work.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do bets of this kind. I don't
Yeah,
like
Me with a plus. Me with a +4 to Constitution, and then another +5 to all my save throws.
God damn it.
Good luck with the
Might
106
be-
liters left.
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
a bitch like a heart, but I'ma finish this keg.
All right, so now since you've drank the 4, no, you're
I'm chugging.
I was gonna say you have, yeah, you have a +4, so you've drank 4 mugs worth. There's still 106 liters left, so For every continual mug, the DC goes up now. Well, there is now a DC, so go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ah! It sent me to the chat logs.
Oh no.
And the chat logs for punishment.
Banished to the chat.
I'm waiting for the actual chat to load. That way I can roll it, because trying to use the thing is not helping.
How do you not have a PC?
I'm broke. Leave me alone.
Me
I'm
too,
broke
but
and
I
I'm
still
bailing.
have a PC.
Try being broke in 17. Then see if you have a
Yeah.
PC.
I'm broke in 25 and moved country 3 days ago, so...
Yeah.
And I still have one. Giggity.
Meh.
I can't get a job nearly as easily.
Dude, I had to move from Norway to Greece to get a job, okay?
I'm gonna make the con save in a second if you don't do it.
The chat isn't loading.
All right, con save. Here we go. Well, that's a 13, so that's another one down. You just made it. Another one. That's a natural 20 for a 29. Too bad you don't get anything for that. That kind of sucks, but you definitely made that. Next, DC is now 20.
Nat 20.
26. The DC is now 25.
Raises by 5.
And there we go. Yeah, it goes up by 5 every cup.
Ridiculous. I love it.
But now, at this point in time, you fail it by about 10. So you set it down, start getting woozy, and wanna you kind of go back to your seat a little wobbly and take and sit back down.
Maybe from the gig was a worse idea than I thought.
Well, you gave it the old college try. Much appreciated.
What's a college?
104 liters left, everybody.
Well, go on, guys. You gotta
Probably.
finish the keg. You still have like 6 minutes left. Go on.
Yeah, it's only really been like 4
Jameson,
minutes.
against his better judgment, drink more.
Your DC is like... Well, I mean, since you failed, I think it would be like an instant knockout. I think it'd be like an instant knockout if you tried to drink it, right?
Unless...
I'd imagine upon failure.
Well, what's the DC at now, anyway?
For you...
I failed one save. And that's...
Oh, it would have been... Well, the save that you failed was a 10.
Uh-huh.
So... Either you'd have to try and go for a 10 again or a 15.
Okay, I'm doing it.
All right.
Rah, rah, rah.
16.
All right, 103 point something liters left. Your DC is now 20.
Doing one more.
And you're out. You pass out now.
So close, yet so far.
And Jameson goes down.
I mean, if you guys were
Thank
really
you, Hero.
desperate,
I
you
appreciate
could
it.
hold one of your friends' mouths open and just pour the entire cake into them.
That would be
Yeah,
that wait.
I'm not that cruel.
I'm up for it.
Yes, well, if you kill them from alcohol poisoning, you're paying for the hospital bills.
I'd be the one getting it poured into me.
Well, I don't hold any responsibility for your death.
Rio,
Yeah, no
you're
need
gonna
to.
have to roll up another character.
I'm not going to accidentally kill a guy I just met who lent a helping hand. Yeah,
There's no
by the
way. Been there.
Come again?
Fenrir.
Fenrir. Ah, the wolf.
Maybe.
Pleasure to meet you.
Which I mean, I guess everyone who is trained in religion can make a religion check, but
I would,
so
but I'm out.
yeah. Hero, did you just say insight check because of Fenrir's response to you knowing that?
Him saying maybe, I have suspicions.
Yeah, go ahead and you can roll an insight check, and then well, I guess Fenrir, you can either choose to make a persuasion or deception check to.
I can't roll my own stats.
All right, DM me what you need. Oh boy,
Oh.
DM me what it would be.
When it loads again.
Like DM me on Discord.
Yeah, when it loads.
Oh my god.
I have potato Wi-Fi. I'm surprised that I'm able to see myself in my
Yeah.
camera.
Try to save myself from myself. Keep slipping away.
Maybe take your camera off since that goes.
Yeah. If you have to, turn your camera off for a while.
I'm not even using the same
Yeah, but
device
you're
for my
using-
camera.
Yeah, but you're
That is
using the
weird.
bandwidth. Yeah, you're using the same bandwidth though.
Okay, bye.
All right. So maybe now it'll get a lot faster for you.
It
Or at
won't.
least a little.
Chrome isn't responding.
Have you close the process and open it again?
What was I doing?
You need to send me a DM for if you're needing a persuasion or deception roll.
Why would I? Do I need to roll either of them?
Well, does it seem like you need to hide anything about the fact that when somebody brought up the wolf when you said your name was Fenrir and you said maybe, is there any underlying emotion to that or any underlying reasoning for saying maybe?
Well, a decent enough religion check would be able to unveil that the robes I wear are clergy robes. Well, probably not actual clergy robes, but robes of someone belonging to a certain church.
Right, yeah, that's why I said for people who are trained in religion, they can make religion checks, but nobody is trained in religion, so nobody did.
I am, but I'm passed out.
Okay, there's that. However,
Calm
here,
down.
Jack, stop.
Wait.
Jack,
Wait.
huh? Are you
Greg
proficient?
is trained in religion?
Hey, look at that, Greg. You may roll a religion
What
check.
the hell?
However, Jack rolled an insight. Oh, wow. Okay, so Jack rolled an insight check because of the way you responded to the question. Jack felt it was rather sus, one might say. So, how about this? How about this?
Rather obvious to be very lighthearted and in jest.
Okay, so that's why. So what I'm asking for is, with a 20 insight, Fenrir, would you tell? Would you inform Jack, out of character, what was meant by? Oh my God! Whoa!
Did I do
When you
too
said
many?
maybe, Jack is kind of suspected, like, is he?
Did I click the same
hiding
thing
anything?
too many times?
You did it 4 times. However, it's funny. You guys tied, which you are technically the DC, so she won. However, if all you're saying is that you kind of said it in jest as like sort of a joke, but were interested in the fact that you found somebody outside of the religion that knows of Fenrir, then that's all you meant by it.
Have you heard about the god? Have you heard about the god by the name of Loki?
All right, hold on. So first off, Greg rolled a religion of 21. Greg, you understand that Fenrir is a subject in one of the religions in the world where there is a religious sect that believes in the god Loki, who is an outer god that deals with trickery and shape-shifting and just being a right old dickhead. And Fenrir is the son of Loki, born by a wolf, I believe, or a dire wolf, or something of those lines. And you can recognize that the cloak, or the robes, the clothing that this person is wearing is very derivative and representative of said religion. However, he is definitely wearing more armor than just and with a sword on his back or at his side or however it is. That is more than just a normal priest. Anyhow, you may continue.
Anyways, you would ask me something.
You ever heard of an outer god named Loki?
Yes, actually, I worship him, or kind of like him. And
Oh.
I'm not
He
very good
seems-
at tricks, though. But I like the
He's-
idea of being a trickster.
He seems genuinely astonished by the fact that somebody other than him worships Loki. It has been how long since I've seen another?
Well, you should meet my old companions sometime. Those that were religious, anyway. But anyway, that's not.
I would love
important.
to.
No, you
I would
wouldn't.
love to, but it seems as though you're more stressed about it than anything else.
No, you wouldn't want to meet them.
Ah.
People
Right.
I was glad to get away from.
Bad memories. One thing that you would notice is that his accent seems to constantly be shifting.
Well, okay. That's something you don't really necessarily. Well, okay. I'm gonna want to pause here for that. So, that's your choice to out yourself on that. However, if you're wanting to keep that on the DL, that's something that you would tell me, and it would have to be like a specific DC of perception, I guess, for somebody to be able to
He's
perceive. Oh.
Well, I can
He's
roll
drunk.
perception.
Well, I was gonna say your passive perception will pick it up. Because your passive is 15, I believe.
He's drunk.
All right, fair enough.
Jeez.
So yes, I'm aware of Loki.
Oh, then you're probably well aware of the legends of his son.
Yeah, kinda.
I refuse to profess myself as such a high place, but parents did decide to name me after him. I have no quarrel with it.
I was named after my father, a very, very unimaginative man.
I can imagine such. How'd you end up in here, anyways?
Well, I'm with the drunk guys on the floor.
And I'm one of the drunk guys that was nearly on the floor.
This is a true thing. This is a true thing. I guess you're one of us now in spirit.
Well, that sounds lovely.
So where you hail from?
Sorry, right underneath Loki's eye.
Oh,
A place down in the southeast.
Of Eodrius. Which actually, if you wanted with that information, you could make. That would be. Would that be like survival? No, nature. No, survival.
I think survival, because that's usually what you use to navigate. Yeah.
The determining a like being told a location and trying to discern if you remember the location, like on a map.
That would be intelligence for memory. If it's just remembering something, like a location on a map.
Okay, then yeah, if you want to attempt to remember or know where this Fenrir is talking about, where they're from, you may roll a intelligence check.
Alright. And I forget, how do I do that? Just click on intelligence?
Yep. 17. You
Oh,
would
wow.
you would remember that if you are looking at a map of Echinate, of Eodrius, which has the government, the kingdom of Echinate, you would know that. Here, I'll bring you there. You would know that if you bring your attention to the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you should see there's like a small island that is landlocked.
Ah, yes.
He is from a little town on the edge right there.
What did you say the name was again, so I can write it down?
Elixoria.
Elixoria. Elixoria. Ah. How far is that from where we are?
A decent ways.
No, sorry.
Sorry, I was asking out of character, approximately how far?
That's back, you know,
Quite a ways.
it's like traveling back to the continent you guys were just on, so flying at 100 miles an hour, another 3.5 days, and then traveling for another 3 hours, no, and then traveling another, let me measure it, and then traveling another, because you're flying, it would be a straight line, so you'd be going another, hold on, no snapping. You would be flying another 72.6 divided by
You
35.
having fun?
Yeah. I'm having fun.
I was more so talking to the DM who's just crunching numbers because.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put him in these situations a lot. You better get used to that. You can see, judging by
Well,
his
you
eyes,
can
that he's
just
great.
say to me that it's a longer ride than it was for us to get here.
It would take, so 300, so that times 300. So it would take,
You got it, Tim.
so it's 600, it would take 6.25 hours to get there, flying at full speed from Grimmerport to get to where he's from.
You done?
Huh?
Hey,
Ah.
onward! Desert is not nearly as forgiving as one would think. As long as you bring water, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I've been through the desert before. Twice, actually.
Having a camel helps. A lot.
Yeah, we had a guy who could just summon horses for several hours at a time, so he just kept doing that, and we made pretty good time.
Horses are faster on solid ground, but sand is terrible for the knees.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Yes, I
helps that
don't
you can
think-
summon new horses. Probably helps that
Yeah.
you could probably just summon new horses, but oh well.
Yep.
Just having casual bar conversation.
You
I would
kinda
say-
looks down at all the drunk people again, just like.
I would say like everybody,
figure out what to do with
maybe like everybody starts coming to like. Well, the only one that went like out was like Greg, but I would say it's been enough time where he's starting to come to. But like Maximus, I believe, never went unconscious. He became wobbly and woozy, and then Jameson, well, he went out, but he is the most recent one to go out, so he still has a little bit of time to recover.
Alright.
Well, I look over at Novitart like, so, are we past the 10-minute mark?
Well, past the 10-minute mark. I'm going to wait till they're not drunk to, make them cough up.
That's fair, that's fair.
What a
The man reaches. The dwarf reaches into a pocket and pulls out a golden coin. You've earned your piece.
Yes, but they also have to cough
That's
up.
some brew, though.
And why, thank you. It's a keg. I don't know how you guys expected you to exactly drink the entire keg in one sitting, but I won't judge.
Enough manpower and determination, you can do anything. We
I'd like
didn't
to
have
see
enough
you
of
pull the
that.
moon down.
I mean, if I wasn't in a strange town I've never been to before, I would maybe have participated, but I like to be careful when I'm in new places.
The most intelligent.
I've never been here
Well,
either. I just know when to stop.
that's fair.
Which is probably not the best thing for me to say, considering I was about to ask if I could just have some more good stuff.
Well, I mean, it's there. If you want to
I already paid for mine.
There's still
Well,
plenty left.
You still have to talk to with all these other guys on how you're going to be splitting the payment for the cake. I never said I was paying for the cake.
Fair enough. How much is this anyway? How much would this be anyways?
30 gold.
That's
I'm
not
just
what
kidding.
she said
That's-
earlier.
I know, it was only 8 gold. I was kidding.
You
Inside
little
joke.
trickster,
Uh-huh.
you.
Jameson is conscious now, apparently.
Oh,
He's
I
so-
was saying it out of character, but
I know.
Fenrir starts counting the half-drunk, incapacitated people around him.
That would
If
be
one of you vomits on my floor.
that would be four. Well, 3. No, it's just 2. Greg and Jameson are down, but like I said, Greg is.
I'm just counting the other people that were drinking from it, regardless
Okay,
of their
that-
actual physical
yeah.
state.
That's 4 people.
Those 8, then these 4 can each cough up 2 each.
3 including their debt to me.
Well, let's see. Who took on Maximus took on the challenge, so I'd say he should be the one to cough up the 3rd coin.
Only problem with that is they each have to cough up 3.
you gotta pay for the keg and 1 gold each because we lost.
Oh, 1 gold each. Okay, I thought it was 1 gold extra.
Oh, if only.
It's the same as if I was losing. I'd have to pay everyone 1 gold.
Alright, that's what it was. I didn't quite catch it.
No, it's alright.
Anybody got a cork for this thing? I'm keeping it.
A corpse? Oh, a cork. That's what you said. I was about to say, no, not right now.
One day.
It's fine if you can use a cut off finger, but I'd probably not prefer that. Rock gets in the way of the flavor.
Fair enough.
Speaking from experience, I guess.
Do not question the drunk person.
Insight
Do not
check.
question it.
Ah!
Dwarves alcohol. Do not question the dwarves alcohol.
All right, all of you are conscious again. Come on.
Poking
Jack
with a
starts
stick.
kind of shaking people.
Do something.
Who the fuck are you?
Fenrir.
Ah,
He got in on the competition to try and help you guys out.
Oh well,
Stack of
that's
seven,
that's
a
nice.
stack of seven, a stack of seven more gold, a stack of 7 gold coins already sat on the counter of the bar.
Well, I'm guessing I'm adding how much gold to my inventory?
I mean, I do know that I think the proprietor of the business is the one that paid for that, so you might not be adding it to your inventory, but
Oh no,
You're-
he's getting the 8 gold for the cake, but I'm getting the bet.
that would be 4 pieces.
Hell yeah.
It would be
'Cause-
5.
Jameson, Maximus, Greg, Ilan. Okay, yeah, 5.
Come on, man.
I
I
was
don't know
like,
how to manage
where's the
my
fifth
inventory,
one?
so you're gonna have to do that for me also.
Wait, so how much are you giving him?
I'm not giving him anything farther than the one I promised. The 7
Okay,
are
so-
for paying towards the keg. The one who started the one who decided to take the bet is paying the last gold.
Yeah, so you're down to 14 gold pieces now, and then so Maximus is gonna be like, oh, now wait a minute. I think all 3 of us decided to join that challenge together, so it can't
That's
just
You're
be
the, one
me.
who you're the one who accepted before hearing what the challenge was, mate.
Nah, there's
got a
no
point there,
way.
buddy.
I'm the one keeping the alcohol. I'm the one paying for it. So this one started the bet. He's paying the last gold for it. Each of you, though, still have to pay that one an extra piece.
Okay.
Fine,
Ken, tell me how
fine,
much
I
gold
agree.
that is.
So you need still like 1 gold each from you, Maximus, and Ilan, and Greg. But then,
So 4.
yeah, and then I do believe he's saying he's paying for the keg, so that's... Is that what you're saying? You're paying for the whole keg there, Fenrir?
I'm paying 7 out of 8 for it.
Oh.
So that's 5
I'm
gold
having
missing now.
the one.
Hold on. Well, Fenrir has his own money pool, so you're going from 15 gold pieces to 8.
How much money
Rachel,
do
where
I
is the
have?
gold kept?
How much money do you have?
Well, let's see here. So what Fenrir is saying is he's paying 7 out of 8 for the keg.
Because
And
I'm
he's paying-
keeping it.
Yeah, and you're paying for your part of the bet as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, duh.
So that means there's Greg, Elon, Jameson, and Maximus. So that's 4 gold plus 1 for the rest of the keg.
Yeah.
So that's 5. So I'll just hand him 5 gold.
So I'm up to 19 gold now?
Yeah, but are you taking the money for the keg?
Yeah, the money for the cake is going to the proprietor.
Right, so you don't have to count that. You can just put that in the cash in the
Yeah.
fucking register.
Like a sound deal to me. He keeps the keg under arm as well as
I was gonna say, so how
with
much
him.
weight is that you're now apparently carrying? If there's 104, 130, 103, there's still like 103 liters left in that barrel. If there are 103 liter, hold on, 103 liters to pounds. So that's 227.1 pounds. If you carry that thing, you are going to be like, you're going to be very much encumbered, like over encumbered.
I'm at 116 with my current setup, but my carry capacity is 225. Encumbered is another 75 on top of it.
So encumbered. If he picks up the barrel.
I'm keeping this thing with me.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you're carrying it with you, you're encumbered probably then.
I'm
twice the
perfectly
weight.
fine with this.
That means you move at
This
half
is
speed.
fine.
So
Don't
and
worry
with-
about it. James
So-
was
Encumbered
encumbered
is-
for like the first
encumbered
half
is
a year
speed
of the
reduced by-
campaign.
Encumbered is speed reduced by 10, not half.
oh, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me check my variant encumbrance. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. If you carry in excess of 5 times your strength score, you are encumbered, which means your speed drops by 10 feet. If you carry a weight in excess of 10 times your strength score, okay, up to your maximum carrying capacity. All right. So yeah, you are
That's
just
the reason
reduced.
I know this.
Yeah, you are okay. So you just moved 20 feet. No.
I was
I
never a
doubled my
very
barrel.
fast man. You
It's those
whore.
short legs.
You whore!
All right. So, he's just now he's just now carrying this thing with his arm. And yeah. So, okay. What's going on
With a
now?
broadsword, with a keg under one arm and a broadsword over my other shoulder, I'm trying and somehow succeeding to balance myself.
It's because he's got a low center of gravity.
So, may I ask everyone, now that you're not absolutely hammered, may I ask what
Give us a
exactly you're
couple
doing
more
in this-
minutes for that one. Give us a couple more minutes for that one, lad.
Or like
Ah,
a couple
fair
of
enough.
hours.
Though, may I ask, what exactly were you doing in this fine establishment? May I help you at all?
Jack looks over at the others because he really doesn't know what we're supposed to be doing.
Jameson just looks at Greg because he's not completely coherent yet.
Surely you're not just a bunch of drunks with
good.
money to waste.
That
I'm
too.
just-
Citadel of a house.
I'm just trying to figure out what
sorry,
all the voice.
House
the
of
House
Gallonodells.
of Gladdenell, yes.
Go.
I'm just trying to figure out what all the voices were about a couple months back. Or was it a couple months? Brain's froggy.
To roll insight, or what would
Um,
I roll to see if I know what that is?
You don't have to, because I'm gonna make this easy. You know that House Gallonodells, which is one of the more, more well-known houses. They have like a lot of people who, like the family has contributed a lot to the society, and they have a lot of experience with being teachers and such. They are in the city of Mastow.
Fascinating.
God damn it.
Why is no one reacting to this information?
Well, because he hasn't said it yet.
Oh, sorry, I was a big. Okay. Well, that house, they're decently popular, I guess. Quite a few teachers, though I haven't studied under one myself, but they are in the city of Mastow.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Wait,
That's kind of a
out
level,
of
sorry.
out of character, did you say where?
I only heard in the city of Mastow. I have no clue where myself.
Oh, okay.
It is Mastow, Mastow. They are in the city that they founded of Mastow. Greg will BRB.
Greg is RB.
All right.
Come back.
So, do you know what this means when somebody tells you it's in a certain city?
It's not.
It's
fair.
not in this one.
Someone should look at a map.
If only. Right?
Fenrir's back at the bar with the keg underneath the stool, propping it up where he's able to see over the bar, asking the bartender for the oddly specific type of drink.
Alright, well, what drink can I get you then?
Chocolate and milk.
Mm.
It's just chocolate and milk, but it's delicious.
You do realize how hard it is to get fresh milk here, right? And you do
Um,
realize how expensive chocolate is.
He's got a point.
You do realize I just put 7 gold on the table, but not for a bunch of drunks that I have no idea who they are.
Alright, let me see how much chocolate
I can pay
costs
for
to
it.
me.
I can pay for it. Hell, I can provide the chocolate myself. Just don't have milk.
How much
Mist,
chocolate?
Wind, Great Wall.
Yeah, I can't see it on the map.
Is it in that blank yellow area in the middle somewhere?
nope.
Yeah, it might be under the island, maybe.
Nope.
Oh no, I see it. Right next to Baxdale.
Hey, there it is.
Where's Baxdale?
Where Baxdale the word is.
Yes.
Where's the word?
Near the center of the map, off to the left.
I was joking around, don't worry.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn my camera off and go get some chocolate milk myself. I crave the
My-
chalky milk.
My God.
How dare you?
It's got a hankering for the chalky milk.
So here's the thing, Greg. You would know where Mastow is because you've lived on Allerry Skerry, so you know that Mastow is northwest.
It is both north and west.
God damn.
But southeast.
Absolutely not. That is wrong.
You're wrong.
But did anybody hear the little tidbit that I don't know if anybody had heard what he said? It was kind of quiet. Although he did say he was going to go get some chalky milk, so now I don't know.
Nope.
I did not.
He said that he just wanted to find out things about the weird voices that he was hearing from a few months back.
Oh yeah, I did catch that. I just didn't say anything because
I was just making sure if anybody heard
other
or
stuff
not.
was going on. I guess while we're waiting, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, potty break. We're halfway through the session, almost. Potty break. Anybody who needs it, go.
Okay, bye. I have to grab food because I haven't eaten yet today, and people are mad at me.
I have a nap break. I'm joking, don't worry.
Okay. By the way, I like your character so far.
Mine? Why, thank you. How are you liking my character, DM?
He went to the
Oh.
toilet. Also, this is the first time since I got to Greece I can actually hear the waves crashing against the beach. And I can hear it from indoors.
Alright, where the hell do I set my headphones? Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm back. With some chalky milk.
I'm bailing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I need more dad jokes in my life.
Well, you came to the right place. Brent has a lot of
Here
them.
comes the sun. In case you're wondering why I don't have a monitor, I'm broke. I spend my money.
Yes, I can see that.
Anything that costs more than $100, I cannot afford because I cannot save up anything.
Well, maybe if you stop buying chocolate milk.
It's not a matter of the chocolate milk or the mug.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to get my first paycheck. I am so gonna buy a computer chair before anything else. This dining
Sorry,
table
too much.
chair is painful.
A shame.
it is what it is. Luckily, from Monday on, I'm gonna actually spend time in an office, so I might have a decent chair to sit in at least.
Did the DM vanish? Is that why
No,
we're
I'm-
waiting?
No, we're doing a
You
bathroom
can-
break.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I ended
Did
up
I
doing
start
that
this?
because, yeah.
Alright, I'll be back in a second.
Oof, I hurt.
Oof.
Been in one position too long.
I feel
That's why you
that.
guys. That's why you guys switch up positions. Know what I mean?
Yep, yep. I should have grabbed some food. Oh well. I will survive.
I will survive.
I will. I will.
I'm telling you, Tim, the first thing I'm gonna do when I get paid, buy an office chair.
Yeah.
This kitchen chair is
Bullshit.
pain to my butt.
It is literal pain in my ass.
Yeah, really is.
Did you
Yeah,
put a
try
pillow
some.
on it? If you have a pillow.
There is like it's not like pure wood. It does have that like pillow type thing for the seat, but it's just rock hard. And the two pillows I have, I don't really think would help much.
That's fair. I don't want to sew anymore. Tired of sewing.
All
Easy,
right.
I'm back.
All right. Is everybody back? I see Hero's
Brent's
back.
still
Hero was
off.
right there, but
No.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
he gone.
Greg just turns around, looks at the party, and then just disappears from existence.
He just goes.
Niles vanish.
I don't feel so good, Mr. D.
No.
Oh, oops.
All right. Are we ready to continue?
Yep.
Is Aussie
Check.
Rabbit Man present? Yes, he is.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Aussie Rabbit
Should
Man.
be, yes.
And then we have
No,
Father.
the part.
We have the Fatherman, and then we have the Cereal Man.
And then me!
All right, so getting back into it.
Man, what?
Yes, because Creo looks like Cereal. So, does anybody acknowledge what this Fenris says?
Jameson has spoken out of turn enough times so far this campaign, so he's not saying anything.
Fair enough. All right, promptly ignored.
Well, I know if no one else is going to say it, I guess Jack will for the sake.
Greg will Greg just remembers everything.
Greg is the member man.
You now hold the secrets of the universe. Congratulations.
Oh, I wish Scout was still here. The secrets must
You
be
don't
shared.
understand the irony of that statement.
Because he forgets everything?
No, the "you now hold the secrets of the universe" comment.
I never said which universe.
Doesn't matter.
Definitely this one.
Oh man, what a funny
Scout was
joke.
still here, dude, if Scout was still here, I would want him to walk up to Fenrir and whisper, "The secrets must be shared."
Oh yes.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about something else, but anyway.
That's what I was thinking.
Right, no, but there's
Former group initiation.
I'm just confused.
Don't worry.
Is he 42 years old or something?
No. This scout person is not 42 years old. No.
More like 5.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he's like anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, anyway.
Underage by all standards, anyway.
His
Okay.
age is
Right.
dead.
His age is 0.
You know what, Brent?
If
You're
someone
right.
more qualified isn't going to make a comment about the voices, then I suppose Jack will, in order to move plot.
Nobody is. Nobody is.
You guys were there. You're the one.
You guys were fucking there?
Along for the ride.
Nobody came.
You know some shit's going down when the new guy's eyes go dark.
Oh well. Alright, so yeah, when he mentions that, Jack's like, yeah, it's really weird what happened with that. Kinda looks at like all the drunk people like help. We're kind of investigating that. These people have apparently met thing that said that.
Yeah, nice guy.
Oh yeah, the Flash Island dude, and Greg just points directly up.
The what?
The Flash Island that's floating above Allerry Skerry. I'm sure
Big rock
you
up
had
above.
to have seen it.
I'm sorry, but I'm new here. What?
Well,
You
Greg's
must have
going to
seen a giant landmass
pleasure to
above
meet
the
you.
island.
Greg is going to escort the new friend outside and just point at the giant Flash Island floating above Allerry Skerry.
And then just as a reminder, the island, from where you can see the island, it still just looks like dirt and rock from this perspective.
That thing.
That doesn't look very fleshy.
Trust me, if
I'm
you ever set
going
foot on
back
it,
in.
it does.
I'm going back inside, and you should probably lay off some of the alcohol.
But while they're out there, Jack is going to move. Are you still holding on to the barrel, or did you leave it inside?
Yes,
Guess what?
I'm bringing that thing with me.
Damn.
That's this baby now.
Jack was gonna move it somewhere.
I was gonna say, well, Fenrir, with definitely your passive insight, you can tell that these people, regardless of how much they've drank, there is no sense of a lie, or there is no sense of any kind of
Distortion.
distortion of the
We're
fact.
dead for-
They are so sure of the truth that it looks haunting in their eyes.
You know, the only other time I see someone so sure of themselves is the high priests back home. Impressive.
believe it.
Impressive, but I sadly still cannot believe you.
Maybe
I
one day you'll
really do not want.
visit.
I really do not want to believe that there's a flying heap of flesh in the sky.
There
Which
is.
also, by the way, Fenris, the amount of time you've spent here in Allerry Skerry, you have seen like large, like 100-foot radius platforms that are constantly like lowering and then bringing people up. There's actually
More flesh of the flesh god.
there's actually one sitting in Backstale right now that people are gathering towards.
What a what now? Could you say that again for me? Cause that.
There are
Around.
there are platforms that descend that look like they float, that are 100-foot radius platforms that come down in places like Backstale, Harborstead, Foreststead, Threvasis, and wherever there can be a large grouping of people that can gather, and people gather on it, and then up it goes.
Oh dear.
More flesh for the flesh gods.
Oh, if only you knew. You know, Creo, you might be memeing, but that is all too real.
I'm afraid my brain's getting a little foggy and tired, so I'm kind of zoning out a little bit. I may not be able
Tell
to
me
carry the
about it.
conversation as well.
It's barely 9 here.
Well, it's almost 10 here, but I've been like going
Tired
through withdrawal
in
on
general.
medication, and that withdrawal has made me like very
Oh.
foggy brained and weak and tired. Plus, I haven't been sleeping well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a niece and a bunch of nephews sleeping in my room, and
Yeah.
woke up last night.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Then my autistic brother also woke up, and he went banging and yelling around the house. So yeah, I'm very, very tired. And the brain fog is back.
I'm quite possibly on the spectrum, but I'm high functioning at the very least. Everything's gone quiet.
That's why I'm moving
Back
my
to the
hands.
story.
I'm moving my hands back into the story. We have to go. I'm sorry, but you know.
That is why we're here.
So yeah, these people talk to the guy that kind of is that island, I guess.
Not
It's still
kind
kinda
of.
confusing to
He is the island.
He is the
There's
island.
no doubt about it.
The island's a guy, a dude. Well, we presume so. Maybe he goes
Tarsus.
by something else. Tarsus.
That's the one.
That's the guy. That's him, officer. He's the one that absorbed everybody.
It's the one that absorbs my friends.
You guys could probably explain to him about the absorbing people and the comet, asteroid, pod
Boy,
that's
that's-
coming.
Please don't explain this to me.
That's a doozy and a
It's
half
really
right there.
fascinating. I mean, like,
Please
you know.
don't explain this to me.
So there's this elder god called
Jeez.
Yaghalvath, the
Jeez.
World Eater.
Yaghalvast the Consumer.
That's it. Yes. And he is coming at the end of the year to consume the world, and Tharsis wants to stop it.
Fenrir just turns back over towards the barkeep again. So, how about that chocolate milk?
As this is happening, Jameson is walking up behind him and like talking into his ear.
Jack goes over to kind of pull Jameson more upright.
So are
No.
you walking through or around the broadsword?
No, I'm like getting up behind you or on your side, I suppose.
Are
and,
you
like,
walking
talking into
through
your ear.
or around the broadsword?
What do you think? Around.
Okay.
This goes through it, and he's just ethereal now. Like, your broadsword has done nothing.
No, he just walks straight through the sword and
Jeez.
keeps talking.
So anyway, oh, that tickled. So anyway.
And yeah, to stop this elder god, he needs to consume mass, aka people, to grow stronger, to stop it. And that's
My
really
whole life as a
about it.
druid's a lie. Hey, can I get another drink, barkeep?
Barkeep. Novi.
He did.
Novi.
Novi ever come back from the break?
He was back, yeah.
I'll just say, as a Novi, sure, yeah, I'll get you a drink. What do you want?
Whatever makes the pain stop.
Oh, that.
I still want the chocolate milk.
Yes. Here's that. That'll be like 5 copper.
Cash.
So you only have.
Stuff was expensive.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Anyhow,
Well, I imagine he would gouge him since he said it was expensive.
yeah, but he's not fucking here, is he? So he
Alright,
can.
fair.
He can deal with the repercussions of not being here to gouge the poor dwarf man that wants some chocolate milk, some chalky milk. Anyway, so your gold that you have, you need to break it. Well, you give him a gold piece, and you're like, "Can I have change back?" And so you are now from 8 to 7 gold, and for 5 copper. He gives you like what? Another 5 copper back, right? Is it 5 copper for gold?
5
There's
copper
silver
per silver.
in between it.
Oh,
Or no, 10 copper per silver, and then 10 silver per gold.
so he just gives
System
you.
of hundreds.
He gives you 9 pieces of silver, 5 pieces of copper. Right?
That sounds
Would be
right.
correct.
On the money. Pun intended.
Fuck yeah, brother. All right. Novatart!
He's dead too.
All right. So anyway, and then like Greg, for your drowning the pain, he gives you like, I don't know, fucking whiskey, and he asks you for a silver for that.
Roger Dodger.
This one, you don't need to make a save for. Your soul is already damned.
I have to be careful with my silver pieces, Tim. I now have 258.
Yeah, man.
That little money? Come on now.
A little mun. Anyhow, well, Novikov says, well, I mean, I could probably show you over to Mastow since I know where they live. I could probably step away from the bar for a little while. I come here like part-time anyway.
That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
I'm gonna yell out in Orcish. Onward to adventure!
Does anybody know Orcish?
Nope.
Novikov, did you? No, he does not. All right.
Mumbling something in Celestial, the dwarf stands up, picks up his keg, shoulders his broadsword, and alright, I'm coming with you too. I still need to figure this shit out.
Well, when you say that, the kind of gray-skinned or whatever skinned human looks over to you. Oh no, yeah, he has gray skin. He looks over to. Oh yeah, he has gray skin and blue hair. Oh, and purple eyes. He looks over to you and says, in Celestial back, "Well, then let's go onward to adventure."
Because
Been a
Jameson
while.
doesn't understand any of this, he's just gonna be like, well, this is great.
Like literally, these two. Wait, hold on.
These 3 people have all
he had
said
only
something in
ended up-
another language.
Wait, hold on. You
He had only ended up mumbling something incoherent in Celestial before swapping over to Common.
Well, Ilan understood whatever the Celestial thing you said about. Oh, wait, hold on. So you didn't say, like, let's adventure or whatever in Celestial? What did you say?
In Celestial, I ended up mumbling something about I'm probably gonna die some of these days.
Oh. Well,
at least,
I.
At
He
least
would.
I'll get to head home.
He could or he will respond to you saying, "Hey, we all die one day in Celestial." But then, Jameson, you said what in Infernal?
Although I sound sarcastic, it's not. It's just like, well, this is great.
Novikov says, "Oh, another Infernal speaker, huh?"
Oh no, poor Jack doesn't know.
Jack is just like,
Jack is down at the bar.
"Oh, the adults are talking."
He's
Standing
just feeling, I
up,
know. All the adults are
Standing up.
talking.
standing up, shouldering his broadsword and picking up his keg. He ends up saying in Common, alright, let's do this thing. I'm coming with you.
Excellent. That's how I started with this group.
Well then, onward.
They fell out of the sky right in front of me. And it's just like, a sign from God. How convenient.
Nice.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you'd have that reaction.
No,
You
it's
broke the DM.
no, it's fine. Sign from God. Oh boy.
Oi, golly.
Oh golly gee! If only you knew that your actions have consequences. Anyway. So you guys.
I am being summoned.
Oh. So anyway. So you guys travel way over here. Wait. No. Over here. This is more north, that's more northwest. So that's where you guys go. And then you guys, book.
When we leave, once we're out of the city, conjure animals for horses again.
Okay.
Everyone gets a horse.
Everybody gets a horse. You get a horse. You get a horse. You get a horse.
Say the same thing.
All right. So anyway, everybody gets a horse, and now you guys are all over here. So then we got Fenrir, we got Jack, we got Jameson, we need Ilan, who apparently is still damaged in this form, I guess. He needs a long rest. There we go. We need Novikov, who's apparently leading the charge.
Fenrir ends up passing out almost immediately after he stands up, because whenever he was waiting for his chocolate milk, he ended up taking a few too many swigs from his keg.
Great. So now one of you.
That's my excuse for not being here.
Well, after,
I'll be back.
you know, the
I'll
5...
be back.
Okay, after the amount of time it takes for him to get saddled up upon a horse, unconscious, with a fucking barrel that is, like, about maybe halfway full, that may or may not be concentrated on to be half weight or whatever. Alright, we got Fenrir.
Been more than a minute at this point.
No, but I don't know if he's continuing. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so we got...
He's not here to make that distinction.
Yeah, so Fenrir, Greg, Jameson, Ilan, Jack, Maximus, Novikov. Who am I missing here? Oh, Maximus, okay. Alright, so you guys all fucking alley-oop. So, on horses and out. Okay, so...
I warned the new people that the horses will be around for only about an hour.
How long would it take for you guys to travel like 65 miles?
That's a good question, my dude. I mean, we're talking about horses and traveling, so whatever the travel pace for a horse is, which I believe
Hold on.
is
I think
Dungeon
it's just...
Master's Guide.
Hold on, let me go up movement, D&D. Alright. Mounts and vehicles. If fresh mounts are available every 8 to 10 miles, characters can cover large distances at this pace, but this is very rare except in densely populated areas. Alright, so if you guys are traveling normal, in a day you can go 24 miles. So you got 65 miles to get over to Mastow. So that's, alright, 24, 48.
Take the ship. But,
Yes, it does. I just forgot we had the ship.
I had a feeling
Alright.
I forgot.
So apparently you all go back to the ship.
On horses.
And then you go, hey, fly us 65 miles that way. So then about like, 65 miles at hold on, wait, 65 divided by 100.
About 45 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
It's,
35, 40 minutes.
it's literally 65 minutes.
Oh.
Well, no, it would be less than that. It would be 0.65 of an hour. So 60 divided by
Like
0.65.
40 something.
35 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, so you guys jump on the... It's like literally the startup
Jack
for
just,
the...
like, watches you make the horses like, you know we have a ship, right?
Greg's still sobering up, so he gets on the horse and just turns it around and just starts trotting back in town. Without
Like
saying
he-
the words, like, okay.
He's literally about to, like, you know, like, flick the reins to go forward. And, like, stops, pulls it to the left. I knew that.
Except there's no actual comment. He just turns around and just... I figured he forgot.
Alright, so you guys travel, you know, 45 minutes to now float above Mastow. So, how are you going to get down?
How
I
far
have
down
a
is it?
spell for this.
Yeah? Yeah? Do it!
Let's see. That was... Okay, so second, third level spot... wait. Before I decide, how many of us wish to go down there?
I'm going.
Novikov says, well, I have to show you the place. So, me.
I'll be coming, of course.
The DM knows exactly what I'm about to do here.
I think I do.
I've done it before.
So, question.
Recently,
why is it that
actually.
why is it that we
Talking
cannot
Luna's stronghold.
land anywhere? Does
Huh?
the ship not actually, like, does the ship not actually, like, ever land on the ground?
The ship does not have landing gear, and it is still designed as a waterborne vessel, which is why it was able to land in the harbor.
Okay. I see.
I'm just checking spell rulings here real quick.
Ah, there it is. I figured it was going to be the giant eagles.
Yep. Giant eagles to carry everyone going down to the ground. And you can choose to have, you can choose to either have them grab you with talons or ride it like Lord of the Rings style.
Yeah, ride it.
One of the giant eagles allows you to mount it.
Thank you.
And then what about everybody else? Jameson, are you getting grabbed again like last time?
So Jack unhooks his stuff.
Okay, there you go. Nice. Jameson did
That's
not, and
same,
so he
same.
gets. Okay, same. All right. Good job on that save, hero. He goes to jump up on the bird. Click.
Gets on the bird.
Doing
bird
all
starts flying,
8
gets yanked
giant
off.
eagles.
Huh?
Wait, let me check the CR of that because I may have to use a higher level. I don't remember. Because depending on the CR, I may have to use a higher level to do what I'm trying to do.
Oh.
Doop doop doop.
Derp.
That's the chorus. They are a challenge rating 1.
What, the thing you were talking
So,
about? Or giant eagles?
That is... Yeah, to do it the way I want to do it, I'm going to, instead of a 3rd level spell slot, a 5th level spell slot to get 4 of them.
God dang.
Hot dog.
Oh man, just wait till I get 9th level spell slots and I can create 4 times as many. That's 32 squirrels if I want.
God, so many
Oh my
squirrels to
God.
chase.
Or 32 giant eagles. Or not giant eagles, giant owls. But yes, that is a 5th level spell slot to get 4 giant eagles. Just in case Fenrir's wanting to go with.
Well, he ain't here to decide it, is it? So he's coming.
Oh, I was gonna say he ain't here to decide it, so he'd rather stay. He would rather
Well,
be on an airship that.
Whatever. I don't know.
I was gonna be like Maximus. He didn't really know Gwaihir, so he doesn't really care. Maybe, I don't know. He's not here to make the decision. Well, yeah, he's not here to
Well, I
make the
mean,
decision.
He met
Well,
him. They hung out for
There's
little
a
bit.
4th eagle if someone wants it. Greg's going to unhook himself,
Oh,
back up to the railing,
oh my,
give a
oh
salute
my
to
God.
everybody, and fall backwards. And wild shape into a giant eagle himself.
Hey,
You
if
can't-
there's 2 eagles or if there's an extra eagle free, can I have one carrying me by each arm?
No, because then their
That's not
wings would
gonna work.
their wings would
Oh,
hit
yeah,
each
right,
other.
Right. Yeah.
No, you know what they could do is they could grab onto one of them can grab onto both of your arms, the other one grabs onto both of your legs, and they tear you apart.
Sounds good.
Anyway, Maximus will take the free bird. Greg is bird.
Greg equals burp.
Greg is living his best life. Anyway, so you all fly down. Except for Fenrir and Alon, because fuck it. And so now you all have
I was gonna have
arrived.
Fenrir go with, so that when he gets back, he's not just on a ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Fenrir definitely could ride on top of a bird. And someone else is grabbed by the bird. So that's what we're doing.
Greg will grab Maximus.
and Fenrir can have the free bird.
Well, hold on. They can carry like. Can they carry like 2 humanoids? Because I thought they were strong enough to have like 1 humanoid on their back and 1 on their feet, depending on the size or whatever.
It is a large creature, so technically its carry weight is double. Give me a second to math that.
Mm-hmm.
That times 15 times that. It can carry 400. It can push. It can carry
Carry,
480 pounds. Its pull, drag, and lift weight is 960 pounds because they are large.
So,
Now squinting, Fenrir wakes up.
you're on a bird.
A giant eagle.
A giant eagle. What? What you mean?
Descending upon a new town.
Yeah, still drunk. Yeah.
This isn't
drunk.
real. This isn't real. This isn't real.
I'm dreaming.
Off of a flying ship.
Oh yeah. This can't be happening.
And you also saw the tiefling give you guys a 2-finger salute, fall off the side of this flying ship, and then a giant eagle just swooped up and grabbed
Maximus.
the heavily armored human.
So okay, so everybody who I think for Jack and Fenrir and Maximus, this is all of your guys' first time being in a situation like this where you're being like ferried by a giant bird.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, love the excitement.
Yes, Jack is having the time of his life. He just
Wah!
woo!
I will also point out that giant eagles can understand common, but they don't speak, so I can still follow the wizard's Novi's directions.
You don't know what Novi is. All right, so
I corrected myself, sir.
as you guys are all flying and you descend upon this small town, all of a sudden air raid sirens go off.
Okay, not drunk, son. Just deaf.
All right,
drunk.
so
Just deaf. But deaf.
so you guys start doing this sort of a thing, and then y'all get dropped off. Nope, not inside. There we go. And then Greg Greg takes purchase upon
I
a
perch
building
on a
like
roof.
a gargoyle.
The eagles disappear. Just
Yeah. And then just
This is fine.
after everyone safely dismounts or is safely let go, of course.
That's when you become you unbird.
No, am still Lorge.
Okay, you am
And
still
we're-
Talking about
bird.
the summon birds.
Fenrir starts looking around somewhat nervously for his keg.
It's on the boat. Sorry, the airship.
I'm not. Nobody's said that yet in game, so he's somewhat freaking out as he.
Oh, okay. Maximus says, "Don't worry. I put your keg somewhere very special and safe."
That makes me significantly more worried.
Nah, it's fine.
At least you're acknowledging it as my gig.
Yes.
Our egg.
Our cake. Anyhow, so Novikov says, well, if you all are done, all right, let's go and try and find this house, shall we? So, as the people on the ground start moving, Greg, I'm gonna assume, does the bird hop thing.
He's going to just float over to here. Or fly over here.
Fly. Birds don't float.
I corrected myself, sir.
God damn it.
Flap is way over.
Anyhow, Novikov. Well, I guess that would be a. Be an investigation check because he knows they're around here somewhere. $21. Yeah, no. It takes him not long at all to find it, and
21.
You all locate the home that has been pointed out to you as being the home of the Gallonodells. You see what looks like, from the outside, is a rather nice home. It is a larger 2-story abode. It has interesting architecture. However, there appear to be no lights on, and there is a parchment attached to the door.
What does it
Greg
say?
flies over,
Tim?
grabs the parchment, brings it back to the party.
You crash into the goddamn building, you dipshit. Come! There's not even a window there for you to, mistakenly fly into. It's just a wall.
Are you really gonna argue semantics with me, sir?
Is
You
the bird drunk?
I think the bird has a higher con than Greg does.
Still, is the bird drunk?
The bird is Greg.
I was gonna say, if you are attempting to grab this, 8x11 piece of parchment that is just fastened to the door in some way, then you're gonna have to make a dexterity check to grab it.
Game.
To grab it.
Huh? What'd you say, Greg?
I said I'm game, but I said to fly over to grab it and then bringing it back. But if you want a, either a
Let's see how long it takes for the bird to trip over himself.
a sleight of beak check or just a straight dex check, I can give that.
Would probably be better.
I guess sleight of hand, I guess?
I mean, it's honestly the same roll because it doesn't have proficiency in sleight of beak.
Sleight of talon.
Sleight of beak was funny. You know it.
Here's the parchment apart.
Yeah, he fucking eats it. Let go! Let go now! Let it go! Drop it! Drop it! Caw! 16. I
You
mean,
weren't even drinking anything. Why are you acting drunk?
you fly up and. With the way that I'm imagining the house is designed, is you go to fly up to it, but you realize your wingspan is not. It's you're gonna hit the fucking columns, so you kind of you kind of really quickly you bank to the right because it wasn't gonna get it.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Jack walks up.
You take the paper and it says on the parchment, by order of the Thravassian sovereign, this property is to be seized due to the non-payment of required taxes. effective on the 4th Zacchus of Phalagian, 200th day of the year 1999. This property will be forfeit from the Gallonodells. If the sorry.
So yeah, he reads that, looks at the other people, goes, now what?
I don't even know.
Now what?
James just walks up and knocks on the door.
I just woke up.
Maximus comes over. What does it say?
I repeat what it says.
By God, they're being foreclosed. Anyhow, Jameson, so you knock on the door, and after probably about a good 30 to 40 seconds, you hear the shuffling of footsteps from behind the door, and you hear a hello.
Hi, is this House Gallonodells?
It is.
Can we speak to the person in charge?
And who, may I ask, are you representing?
Don't look at me, I don't know.
We're friends of Gwaihir.
He like opens the door further, looks around. There's so many of you. Please come inside, please. And
Greg lands and reverts.
And then you all make your way into House Gallonodells. There we go. So what you all see is a house that looks while it looks very nice on the outside, on the inside it looks very, very bare. Like
They've sold
like
everything.
yes, like you could say that. Like there aren't really.
I may have to go. The nephews are coming in to take a nap. I'm gonna see if there's another place I can hang out, but
Okay.
I may not be back.
Okay.
Sorry. It's okay, boys. It's okay.
It's okay.
Good.
So yes, there doesn't seem to be much in the way of any furniture. It seems like the only effects that are left are some family family portraits, I should say. Mostly this house has had all of its worth reduced.
The family has been reduced to nothing more than a name and some people.
You could surmise this. The man that opened the door and allowed you all inside, he says, "Please, what has become of my son?"
Well, I'm very sorry to tell you this, but
As you
he is passed
start
on.
to say that, in comes a woman and two younger males. All four of them are of what look like high elf born. And as you say, he's passed on. What? How did you say it?
That's exactly what you just said.
Passed on. All four of them. And then the woman, she just kind of walks back to the room that she was in with her head hanging low, and the two other men, they come up and kind of flank who you the father, and the father speaks again and says, "How did he die?"
I don't really know how to explain the context of it all, but he took his own life.
Gwaihir.
In an effort to save all of us. Minus those two. And we'll point out Novi and Fenrir.
And Jack.
Jack.
Were you with him at the end?
I was. He went valiantly, if it's any consolation.
One thing I feel like I should mention is that Fenrir is not presently here.
What do you mean?
It didn't seem as though he went in with the rest of the party.
You never said you
How?
didn't.
I never said I did either.
So the assumption is that you entered the house. You have to say if you do not, if the rest of the party is going in. If you're not inside, then you're not inside.
I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I just need, I need you to be vocal about things like that. So he says, yes, he was valiant, as expected of my son. Well, his light may have gone out, but there are still myself and his mother and his two brothers here, and we will be sure to carry on proudly what he was forced to leave behind.
It was not just the news of his untimely end that brought us here. Before the next bit, some introduction. I am Gregory Zolgath, leader of the adventuring group The Black Hole Sons, of which your son was a part of, if but for a short time.
This man, he gives you like a rather deep bow, and so do the two flanking him. He says, I am Nakan. The mother is Kaisatra, and these two with me are Leanthir and Adamir. We are all that is left of the Gallonodells. Now, though, there is not much left of it anyway.
The reason I bring this up is, before his passing, he joined in with us on a contracted mission to the, and DM, correct me here, the Kingdom of Ekanate?
You were in the Kingdom of Ekanate and got a contract from them to go to the Tharsian island.
We were in contract with the Kingdom of Ekanate to do a job, and he gave his life and met his end, helping us succeed in that contracted mission. So it is only just that we bring to you, the House Gallonodells, his share of what was paid to us.
He kind of
We'll
seems...
gesture over to Jameson.
Yeah, so Tim, how much was that again? 4,000, 4,005? I don't remember.
Should have been... Let's look at the contract of employment. All right.
Yeah, I'm going.
So, all right.
I do believe it was 4K.
Because you guys were given in total 20,000, and it was split between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So
4,000.
he's gonna pull out that
He's gonna pull out 4,000 pieces of gold. All right, count it up.
What do you mean?
Come on, how are you supposed to know it's 4,000 pieces of gold? You need to count it up.
Well, yeah, but I'm at least in the beginning. He's just gonna pull out a bunch and start counting it.
Here is everything. Pulls out like the entire party funds. All right, what's 1,000? This.
Greg will assist in the counting.
All right, so eventually, after like an hour and a half, you guys eventually get to 4,000 gold pieces, and
On a table nearby.
Can I make mention
there
of-
is no table.
Can I
the
make
floor.
mention of something?
Huh?
Can I make mention of something?
Sure.
About halfway through all the counting, because I still have absolutely no idea where I am. I had just been looking around town, but due to how much time had passed, I ended up coming back to the manor and entering. I followed the sound of the voices. But I was rather confused at literally just a bunch of gold piled on the floor of it.
Well, I would say Novikov was kind of watching the door and is just like, kind of waves you in. That way, because Novikov is kind of just as well. And I would say so is Jack, probably. Like, Jack has probably realized that this is like their whole thing, and so Jack was probably just standing by and just watching the moment between the Black Hole Sons and the family of a former member. Does it sound about right, Hero?
Yeah, pretty much. After reading the notice and walking in the house, like, he's not even clocking anything like he normally would.
There's nothing even to clock.
Exactly. He, like, didn't even, he's like, I'm not even gonna start looking. I know what this is.
But pretty much as soon as you bring out the 4K, like, so okay, so you set the bag of 4,000 gold down.
Once we get to the bag of 4K, Greg is actually just going to walk up and politely go to hand it to the head of household.
It's probably quite heavy. So you gotta hand him
aware.
this huge bag, and Nakin, he takes a. Why, this is quite a sum. How much did he earn from this mission?
4,000 gold pieces.
Four 4,000, you say?
Yeah,
That is
kind of
correct.
comes close in case she's, like, about to keel over from shock. He's like, making sure she doesn't fall.
This is exactly the amount necessary to save the house. We had become in arrears, and we had not been able to pay because we had used everything we could to release him from and the one identified as Leanthier says they're probably his friends. He probably told them, or at least they deserve to know, having traveled with him. Yes, you're right. We used every bit of power and influence we had to release him from the prison that this country has for those that deal in magic. And we tried to use the same to have his wife released, but sadly she died 3 years ago in captivity.
Now, Tim, I don't remember the exact details of what went on when Gwaihir poofed, but I don't know.
You want to ask, was his wife the one that beckoned him to come forward?
Yeah, I know that much, but
But
I don't know if Jameson surmised as much.
I mean,
I remember Gwaihir said something before he went, but I don't remember what.
Jameson would surmise that. Jameson is intelligent enough. Yes, Jameson probably remembers that traumatic event of Gwaihir's wife calling to him, and I believe Gwaihir saying her name, and possibly, things to the effect of, I thought you were dead, and such.
Probably not gonna say anything.
Greg's just gonna like grimace a little bit and rub the back of his neck, just kind of.
Well, that's 3 insight checks right immediately. Wow.
If they're making insight checks, then
Distracting the father at the very least. The hand is felt on his elbow. The rather stout man with red hair and beard seems to be trying to get his attention non-verbally.
Well,
Were you trying to get attention?
The father of the one who was lost his life.
okay, so you kind of attempt to get his attention, and he looks down to you.
Speaking in shockingly fluent Elvish for a dwarf. If I were you, I wouldn't stay in town. Even if you can pay it off, it's not going to be worth it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't actually hear what you were saying. Could you repeat yourself, please?
If I were you, I wouldn't be staying in this house. You may be able to pay it off now, but it wouldn't be worth it.
This house is our legacy. And so while that is happening, Greg, so are you doing anything in response to the fact that they are observing the fact that you went, ugh?
So I was thinking about it. No, they're just trying to, I guess, divulge meaning from it, which is hence the insight check.
So I would say, at minimum, one of the brothers definitely got a bead on your uncomfortability with this.
It is on them to react how they react.
You see the one that is, that was identified as Adamir. He kind of shifts his posture a little bit. This is the one that is on the father's left-hand side. He kind of shifts his kind of body language a little bit, and he's just kind of looking at you. Like, why would he react like that to when father said she died 3 years ago? But anyhow, so the father just said, this house is our legacy, built by my forefathers. This is not a house that we will be giving up on. We will use this to bring ourselves out of debt, and we will begin to rebuild.
Noble sentiment.
The house and name have already been spent for all it's worth. You said so yourself. What's the point in trying to rebuild a broken home on a sand structure? No matter how many times you rebuild, you'll just have it collapse back down. Do you think your son would care about legacy?
He cared enough about his own
Cared about
to
his family.
He cared enough to hide from us. Excuse me. He cared enough about his family to not bring them into the fact that he was doing clandestine things, so as we were spared the brunt of the sovereignty's wrath. Even though we have our history with magic, he knew so, and he decided not to inform us because he knew if it was just him, that only he would be targeted. I would like to say, know your place, dwarf. You know nothing of my family.
Say it then. See how much that brings back to them.
It is not him that we must bring back. He is dead, and we know this. We must live on in his name.
Then the wolves that are being haunted by these hollow holes that you hold home for so long that your legs have grown stale from how little we've moved them.
Oh, believe me, I've moved my legs longer than you've ever breathed.
It's at that moment Greg is going to slam his staff on the ground and it's going to glow and just... How about we stop all this bickering and switch to something more lighthearted? Let the family grieve as they will, my friend. And he's just looking at Fenrir.
Oh, forgive this trespass. After all, you are my late son's friends. I understand where you're coming from, dwarf. You seem like a religious man. Religion is not a part of our lives, but we will do what we must. It is what the Gallonodells have done for millennia. We have been around since the dawn of this government, and we will continue to be around until probably its fall. Now, I would like to bid you all good day, as we must now begin our preparations for services and to travel to Baxdale to give give the taxes that we are in arrears of. So I thank you. I'm sorry, Gregory, you said?
Yes.
I thank
Please
you.
call me Greg.
I thank you, Greg, for this wonderful last reminder of my son.
If not for him, we would not be here, so it is only just that we give his next of kin his share.
I appreciate you. I appreciate all of the Black Hole Sons. Now, I would like to ask your leave.
With a bow, Greg turns and leaves.
Jack does the same.
As everyone else is walking away, I would like to pull out the 117 Electrum pieces I have and give it to him.
Oh, what is this?
It won't bring your son back, but I hope this will help.
Well, I guess we won't really have much after we give them what you just gave us, so... If you are
Have to
truly...
live after it as well.
If you're truly giving this to us, then we shall put it to use to feed and allow us to get a more of a head start.
I hand it over.
So, Greg, as you're about to exit, a hand grabs onto your shoulder and says, "Wait, Sir Greg."
As he's trying to grab it, oh please, it is just Greg, and then just looks to see who it is.
You see the young face of Adamir, the one that recognized in your face some sort of discomfort. And he says, "Do you mind if I ask that we speak in private?"
Gonna look at Jack and the others and just, I'll be just a moment. And will gesture to the son.
He takes you around, like exiting the foyer into a room that looks like it would have been like a dining hall, but what furniture was there is now devoid. He takes you probably basically to like the farthest point of the room, and he kind of he leads you there, stops, and as his back is still behind you, he says, "Is there a detail you know of my sister-in-law?"
Before I answer that question, there is something I need to know from you. And he is going to use his bloodline magic to disguise self to take the disguise, not the actual appearance of Gwaihir's wife. Is this the person you spoke of?
He starts to make a slow turn. Like he just slowly brings his head around to lock eyes with you, and he doesn't appear to seem surprised. He seems to know something or two about magic, and he just says, "This is her."
This is not a detail that I wanted to...
Sorry about that. Electricity flickered on and off.
Oh, good. It is not a detail I wish to lay on the already heavy shoulders of your father, but she did not die in captivity, so to speak. Are you familiar with the, and he's just going to point up?
Yes, I am familiar of the return of Tharsis.
She and other criminals were sent there as, and he's just, he's gonna pause to find a way to say it, and just kind of, with kind of a suggestive gesture, just ambassadors. Who
I have some feelers in the government, and yes, I do know of the fact that they sacrificed prisoners because they were expendable. I did not know who were sent, but I know they did.
She was consumed by Tharsis, and that is why Gwaihir sacrificed himself, was in attempt of freeing her and taking them both to the afterlife.
Well, did he succeed?
I do
He's
not
kinda-
believe he did.
So,
You should have lied.
do you mean then that they could still be alive if they didn't go to the afterlife?
I am not the most intelligent of the group, but I can surmise that they are a part of this being now.
Is there any chance that we could get them back?
That depends entirely on this
Tharsis.
being, this Tharsis.
Thank you, Greg. I believe I've gotten all I need from you, sir.
With a small nod and just like a supportive hand on the shoulder, Greg will turn and join the others.
So, as Greg and Adamir walked away, I do believe that Fenrir had something he wanted to say to fucking Nakin.
For the rest of the party, it seems as though Fenrir is missing.
Oh?
Jack starts looking around.
Everybody was leaving, but Fenrir didn't.
So like your last one out the door, like Greg gets pulled away, and so you were to be like the last one out the door, but you like stop there and you turn back towards Nakin.
Essentially.
Is there a reason why you stay? I can't actually hear what you're saying. You're kind of sounding really
I've got a few, but the main one is just saying sorry. I'm new to the whole concept of going out into the world.
lived a sheltered
Prior
life,
to-
have you?
Prior to leaving home earlier this year, I quite literally never left. Despite my distaste for that circumstance.
My forefathers, generations ago, after the cataclysm, after the catastrophe, we pulled people together and we built this city, and
now it's being dragged out from under you.
No, the city isn't being dragged out from under us. It is just the fact that we had to use everything we had to free our son because we knew he didn't deserve what the government did to him. And though we warned him about his magical pursuits and God's damn his grandfather Wesgalore, but regardless, the spark of curiosity and magic was within him, so deeply so, and that's just how it is for us Gallonodells, is that we strive
Find
for
something, you stick with it.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You find something, you stick with it.
That's what we plan on doing here, is sticking with it. But I appreciate your apology. I don't believe I got your name other than, I think, Fenrir?
Correct.
Hmm.
I've got a few others, but Fenrir is the one I go by most often.
It's not a bad one.
Especially if you can recognize the cloak.
I actually do. You're from the Church of Loki, are you not?
Born
And
raised in-
Fenrir, the son of Loki.
At your service.
Well, perhaps there will be a day where I do require your services, but as of yet, we are all right.
Good to know.
Which at about probably this time, Greg returns, being followed by Adamir.
Some words that my mother had passed to me long time since.
Who are you saying this to?
The same person I've been talking to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is Nakin.
Some words that my mother had passed to me a long while since. An individual flame can only shine so bright until it shares its embers.
Good words. I would like to hope that the embers we've shared have grown this town and hopefully the surrounding ones. I would hope that our family's work helped to make Backstale and the surrounding area what it is today.
Looking over towards the exit. The embers of your forefathers forged this tower. The embers of your son spread far beyond it. This fire of passion can build and burn just the same. Don't let your own burn your family. As he finishes his words, he had been walking where he was looking towards the exit.
I would say Greg is behind you and follows you out. And as you exit the door, shuts.
Wonder if he'll see them. I wonder if we'll never see their folks again.
Only time will tell.
Wise words, as always.
Novikov says, well, that was a lot more traumatic than I thought it was going to be, for sure. I didn't realize you were coming to his family's home to give them his last will, pretty much.
I don't even know who any of you are. I only really got one of your names.
Oh.
Call me Greg.
I am Maximus.
Back to the airship or explore around here a little more?
Jack's been kind of thoughtfully looking at the house with a faraway look and kind of breaks out of it. Come again?
Would you like to explore this area a bit more? Or would you guys like to go back to the airship?
I think I'd like to explore a little bit. Something I've been meaning to pick up for a while. So I guess I'd like to look for a marketplace. Or some
Okay.
shops.
Well,
I'll be going wherever the group goes. I've got nowhere to leave.
I'm. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well,
I think I may honestly be too tired to keep going. I think I've
I was
got
gonna
it
say,
still off.
I mean, we can end it at the point where the party explores the town of 180 people of Mastow,
Yes, please.
and then we're gonna cut right to being past that because there's nothing here. we're gonna come back. It's like, wow, that was a great adventure. Let's go on to the other thing that we have to do now.
I feel like after doing this whole thing, it's a good ending point, honestly.
I feel satisfied by today, and that's a rare thing for me because I am insatiable.